Welcome everybody to the AEL University Elite Series here for Rocket League. It's Matsy and who else could it be but TwoTapTony?
How did I get here? Matt? Where am I?
The portal.
I'm taking the portal, mate. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Good to be here and great to have you along for the ride, Tony. Definitely going to be a fun one for us, I am absolutely certain. But speaking of fun stuff, let's talk about our sponsors. First and foremost, a big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Big shout out to them, but also a big shout out to Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. So a big shout out to both of our wonderful sponsors there. You know them. We love them.
Yeah, should be good. Should be interesting. I'm hungry for some action, Matt. I was gonna say, speaking about Indomie, I'm hungry for some good Rocket League. I know it's been a while, and of course, a few of these teams have been playing for quite a while. So we're weeks into the action, and I imagine it's just gonna get that much more intense.
You're not wrong. It's going to get more intense by the day, by the week, by the game, as we do have our leaderboard. It is tied up first place, Macquarie, UNSW. No losses so far. Will that change tonight for either of those teams? We'll find out. But third place going to be UON there, closely followed by RMIT. Then UTS, UUT, Swinburne, all towards the lower end of the pack there. And the very bottom is going to be Griffith. Definitely eager to see if Griffith will be able to take their first victory here tonight, as they've definitely been giving it their all through the season here. And you can see if they are going to be able to rise up or whether they may fall short. All going to be put to the test here tonight. That is for certain, Tony. But you know what else is certain? I'm certain we're going to have some great games tonight.
Yeah, it should be some good matches. I was going to say we've got UON versus RMIT first, MQU versus UNSW, UT versus UTS, and then bottom of the leaderboard clash for you, Swinburne versus Griffith. So yeah, I was going to say keen to see Griffith put a W on the board. I was going to say I haven't seen it yet, but another pretty capable players.
Oh yeah, they're capable, all right, Tony. More than capable. And keen to see just how they managed to get through it all. They've definitely got their work cut out for them, I reckon it's going to be a fun time ahead. And excited to slice our way through it, Tone. I reckon it's going to be an absolute ripper. I wouldn't have it any other way. But speaking of any other way, let's see what's on today. First game of the night is UON RMIT. Going to be taking control, ready to stroll through. But who's going to be repping them?
Yeah, for the side of UON, we've got Bud, Eminence, and Ascent. And then for the side of RMIT, it's Swaggy, Worthy, and Exodus. A name I recognize, Matt. I was going to say I got into the lobby. I was like, oh, Exodus. He's still going around. So, yeah, no, good to see some familiar faces here for RMIT. But should be an interesting one, of course, as we saw both these teams kind of around the middle of the pack and probably looking to break away from that.
Yeah, looking to break away, looking to see if they can sway things back in their favor to try and creep their way up. Definitely eager to see if they are going to be able to do it. It's certainly a challenge, but see if they are going to be up to snuff to take control of their machines. But Tony, this is Rocket League. How are you feeling about the matches coming into it? You feeling pumped up?
I'm feeling pumped up. I was going to say it's been a while since I've seen some car soccer, Matt, so should be good things. Of course, I've heard some good things. We were talking about it. Ages down the line. But these Rocket League guys, I feel like they've got it in them tonight, man.
Yeah, they got it in them. They got that demon in them. They're going to be bringing out some demonic gameplay tonight. That is for sure. Definitely get excited for some big goals. I reckon they are going to be kicking just that very shortly here. But the players looking to prep themselves, get ready for action. And I'm definitely eager to see who's going to be able to take some control as we stroll through into this one, Tony. But I reckon this first one might just go the distance. I'm feeling something, you know, feeling that little gut feeling, a bit of magic in the air. I don't know.
Yeah,
Feeling something.
You just got that feeling that it's going to go all the way, and a very close scoreline, I imagine, as well between these two.
Yeah, I just got this feeling inside my bone. Game start. We are in the game one of the best of 5 series. RMIT on the red side, UON on blue. And we are going to be pulling into action. RMIT Swaggy going to take to the skies. Not able to take it further. Their teammates picking up the slack though, bouncing off the back. Oh, almost. Back it in.
It was a good attempt there. Go high of the net, and then great defense here from UON though. To counteract, get it back into red section of the field. Nice little demo there coming out on the Swaggy as well. So good control here from blue side.
Yeah, looking good, looking great, and you're going to see if they are going to be able to take it out the gate here, Tone. I reckon it's going to be big challenger, but see if they are going to be able to push it over now. Good control downfield. Does yield some demo potential there, but obviously reaching up to the sky. They're ready. Take it further.
A lot of early demos. I was going to say they're coming out with all the stops here to start it off, man. Good little juggle there from Exodus. Kind of resets it towards the midfield. Cross there towards the top right of the net from Ascent. Not going to really get anything to fruition. Going to have to go back for the defensive maneuver. Still looking to put the pressure on his RMIT.
Yeah, keeping that pressure up. Going to go all the way in. Nice defense from Exodus. Blessing our screens and holding on for dear life. Let's see. They are going to be able to shield it through. Nice tap. Pushing over the crossbar. Ready to back it up. They double in, but now there's an opening here. Straight down the center. UON lock it down.
Yeah, beautiful start there for UON. A little bit of overcommittance there from RMIT. You saw two players top of the net trying to tap that one in from the top ropes and didn't quite able to get it done in the end of things. But, well, strong start for UON. And, you know, as we said, expected a bloodbath this evening. We've seen a ton of demos and we've seen a lot of back and forth affairs so far.
And this is just the beginning, isn't it, Tony? Eager to see what else they can manage out of it. Close to the back there, Ascent. Good push it up now, good demo. Shuts down one of the attackers, Bud now pulls in at their corner, pushing over the midfield. Worthy tries to stop it, still slowly creeping up. Ascent going to be able to take it. Exodus now taking some control here for RMIT.
There's some adaptability being shown here by RMIT, a little bit more defensive in their approach. Same with a nice little cross over to Eminence, but still chasing that ball, RMIT. Having to, at the moment, almost at a shot on goal there from Eminence, but clearance from RMIT. So they look to send it back towards Blue's corner. Exodus chasing that one, but Ascent still on the tail. And of course, sees control by Worthy. Beautiful goal to answer back.
Yeah, they found the proper answer, and they will be able to get the job done. 1-for-1 now. Looking to take it even further along. Let's see what they can come up with now, however. All pushed over RMIT's side. Good to push it up the wall. Try and stall it out. Control stolen, though. Look to stroll ahead. Good redirect over the other side of the pitch there. Delay things a little further, but RMIT still garnering much ground here.
Yeah, RMIT kind of controlling that middle section of the map at the moment. The front line is looking good, but of course their defense is where they have to mount. Good double touch there, attempt from Exodus, but it's thwarted. And once again, UON, they send it to the corner. Look to make their maneuver known from here. Ascent going up high, a little bit too much for that one. Still pressing matters here for UON. They're attacking this ball very heavily right now.
Yeah, big pressure there, and it could end up leading to be their opportunity, or perhaps they're undoing. Ball now slows down, staggered out to the midfield. Swaggy plays around it with Worthy now. Do have Bud to worry about in the back line. Ascent around the corner. Two, good push off the backboard. Demoed out by Eminence. That's great defensive potential being tapped into there.
Great defense. So still in the approach towards that corner. Cross misses there on a Bud. Has to drop low. Demolition on a Swaggy, though. Worthy has control of the ball for the moment. Looks to cross it into the midfield. Cleared by UON. And time is getting a little bit low, Matt. We've still only got 1 goal apiece here, so we might be looking at a potential overtime here with 30 seconds. Unless we can see something happen from RMIT right now, but the defense is too strong. Everybody 3 men in the goal here right now for UON. Just a lot of missed touches here for both these teams.
Well, that's not going to be a missed one there, Tony. In the last moments, UON press ahead and manage to settle their debt, and they find a reward. Nice little slot into the left side there. Now there's a little opportunity for RMIT to try and strike back, but this could be game 1 on the board if UON keep control here.
Yeah, they kind of just have to keep control of the ball, keep it staggered in the midfield potentially here. We can see nice juggling there from Eminence. Clearance from Exodus, but they need to keep their hands on control of that one. Ascend still put the pressure on. Is going to drop it into the midfield. Bud needs to look towards his goal, though, because we're down to 0 seconds in overtime. Good clearance from Eminence once again. Still control of the ball for RMIT. They're running out of boost, and they're running out of opportunities to shoot this one. Ascent will tap it down to the ground and secure the W for UON.
There you go. Nice start coming through there. UON all ahead. Will be able to put the first game to bed there. So, decent beginning. See if they can carry that power through towards the end as well. Really all over this one so far. I'm sure they're ready to spread their potential in the game 2 in just a moment as well. Really feeling good about it.
Yeah, definitely feeling good about it. You can see the stats there. Some of the goal shot attempts from UON. Just very much a team that looked very defensive at times and as well very aggressive at times. I was going to say maybe fault RMIT there in some of those aggressive maneuvers that they were going for, a little bit over aggressive, and that's where they were conceding that first goal, right? So hopefully we're going to shake it up going into our second map now. And let's go into it. UON, RMIT, game 2 here.
Game 2, pulling in to the temple. We'll see how they manage to hold through on this one. Good pressure up the corner. I like how Exodus is just anticipating it as well there, maintaining pressure, but UON do manage to find a way to break away from that one. Trying to capitalize on that momentum, though. Ooh. It works out for RMIT. They sneak it through and pull up by 1.
Yeah, beautiful tap in there by Swaggy. You saw player from UON go up high there, just a missed air touch. And, well, strong start for RMIT. The adaptability we wanted to see out of the last one, right? We saw them get very aggressive and still showing that same form here. Early goal means that they've got that early confidence. You lose that last one by a close margin. Still a ton of demos happening here from both sides. I was going to say a more demo-aggressive map than what I've seen in Rocket League previous, Matt. I was going to say these guys really want to get in each other's face and blow each other up, it would seem.
Yeah, trying to blow them up and trying to see if they can knock them down. See what is going to be heading through as we bypass the minute mark now. Nice opening there. Worthy on the defense, though. Will topple it. In a counter-attack, Eminence up high. Does manage to stop it by... Ooh, nice push over the corner as well. It's just not meant to be, Tone. Definitely some nice close calls, and now they lock it in.
Yeah, beautiful attacking of the corner there. You saw Worthy go in, and then Exodus took his turn. Was able to tap it slightly on mark there. A little bit of a faster one, 93 kilometers. Second goal here for RMIT. Starting strong here in game number 2, Matt. We're seeing some aggressive plays here once again from Eminence. Another demo onto Worthy. Still, RMIT pushing the issue, forcing the corners, forcing the clearance here out of UON.
Yeah, really forcing them to try and meet them eye to eye here. Ooh, close one again. Exodus almost had a chance there. Ascent good to defend it, however. That could have been 3. Not today, though. Or perhaps keep it in the corner. Worthy around the bend. Slow and steady. Has teammates nearby. Good stoppage by Swaggy there. Ascent, though, brings it back. Trying to pack it through. Good defense from Exodus. Keeps it on the ground there. They hold on. Real life as the pressure builds up.
Yeah, it's a fight for the air right now. I was going to say, everybody going up for those air touches. Ascent. Well, send a floater over towards the right side goal, but great double touch there from Worthy. Almost tapped it to the bottom of the net, but once again, defense from UON's been their strong suit, right, Matt? So keep an eye on that. If you're RMIT mounting all these aggressive kind of plays, stop towards the midfield. Great shot on goal once again from Swaggy. Lead again for Ascent here. Goes high. Ascent on the low ground waiting for it. But unfortunately gets fumbled around. Tap there from Eminence. A lot of shots on here, Matt, but none of them quite connecting yet for UON.
They're trying to see if they can connect it through. Let's see if they can manage it. Eminence tapping it forward. Almost had some resistance there. They do manage to get a little touch on it, but Ascent now has control. Teammates towards center field might yield something. Eminence ready around the corner. They aren't ready enough. They will be bypassed. Snow. Ascent now up to the bat. Near to the corner. Still good for now. The opportunity might just open up with that demo. Tapping it over. Going to lock in. Ascent. Good on the defense again, though. They're not able to stroll past. There's just this iron wall between them.
Yeah, this is some beautiful defense here from Ascent. I have to say, just being there to save every single goal that's attempted by MR and my team right now. Up there towards the top of the net. Worthy's able to follow up. Great assist there from Exodus. Just where we thought it wasn't going in, right? Bud was there to stop it. Did a little bit of a back roll. Eminence. Ascent just that little bit too late, and that's a 3rd goal now for RMIT. Still 0 here for UON. It's been unanswered.
Yeah, it's been unanswered pretty much the whole way through here. So RMIT, great on the reversal of momentum in this one. UON really ran out of gas a little bit, but never say never. Still a minute to go here. Still opportunities for them to bring it back. We'll see if they are going to be able. Go full stack into it. Demo comes out onto Eminence there. Worthy taking it slow in mid. Good pick up there. Let's get a little bit of potential from UON now. In the corner. Ascent not able to touch it. Bud, nice lock in. Will be fended off by Swaggy. Almost redirecting the momentum to the opposing goal. They're just holding it through, you know, playing a smooth symphony at the moment.
And I praise RMIT for the attack, but the defense is looking good right now in these last few stages of this 2nd game here. Good D from Worthy. As well, Exodus following up just to get it out of contention for a goal. Eminence goes up just to tap it to keep it in play. Worthy. The rest of RMIT just trying to shut that one out. The ball will go wide and it will touch the ground. And it's RMIT for game 2, Matt. Completely uncontested 3-0 there in a strong fashion. And I was going to say the goals and assists look good, but the saves as well. Look at that. 2 from Worthy, 2 from Swaggy, 1 from Exodus. And the only, I guess, bright feature there from them was the fact that Ascent was saving so many of those goals, but still so many got let in there.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there, Tone. They definitely let a few go by the wayside. Like, they had that good defensive potential, but alas, RMIT do pull ahead. So UON now, we'll see if they can find a bit of reversal of power through as well. You know, I think that there's definitely a nice ebb and flow to games, especially in a best-of-5 series, much like this one. So eager to see what the game 3 is going to bring. It's we do jump into that one, I'm sure the players are pumped up and excited as well to get into this next sector here. See who will be able to pull ahead and take a bit of the lead. But see what that is going to eventuate into once everybody's ready to rumble. Should be right into the action again, right around the corner.
Yeah, it was very close first game, right? Of course, we saw a close scoreline between those two teams, and then we went into game 2, and RMIT met all business. As we started off the kickoff here, game 3. Once again, some early pressure being put on by RMIT. Went kind of having to secure themselves some boost pads for the moment, so they can get around a little bit easier.
Yeah, give themselves a bit more flexibility there, a bit more maneuverability. If they can push it around the bend. Worthy, nice angle, strangles it in the corner. It will be delivered. Well and truly, nicely done. And Swaggy stole the last tap there as well. So, hit it with the 2-tap and they will find gold.
A beautiful touch there from Worthy and Swaggy, but immediately answered back. Eminence straight in off the kickoff here. Exodus a little bit of a missed opportunity. I believe that was Worthy off to the side to try and grab the boost. Just not there in time to stop it. Great answer back here from UON.
Yeah, really impressed with their answer there, their response, and we'll see the next one's going to look like as well. Exodus, that's a good tap through. Eminence good on the defense as well. Play off the backboard there. Let's see. They are going to be able to catch anything else around the bend here. Making it nice and slow. Going to give this away easily at all. But it may just go away. Swaggy, nice defense again. Holds it off. They're going to have to go for a double inning here. Swaggy's down. Good, a demo coming through. They need a few more like that if they want to break in.
A few more like that. Swaggy over the top. Great demo there on Eminence too. So a little bit of a foothold now, potentially for RMIT to put the pressure on. Continuing to put over towards this right-hand corner. Nice attempt there from Swaggy up in air, but once again, Superhero saves right now from Ascent. Worthy going up once again. Quite able to hit the air dribble there. I believe a teammate tried to help him out as well. Worthy. Top of that one. They are going to chip it down the field all the way from almost their own goal mat. Exodus able to put it in here for RMIT, and they will be putting it up 2-1 now.
That's right, Tony. They are going to be now up 2-1. UON place themselves on the board there, draw the sword, and are ready to see what they are going to be able to do with it. They hold back for a second. Mobility down mid. Oh, the physicality. You love to see it. And UON tie it all the way up.
And a great tie up there from Eminence, and you can never count out the kickoff goals, Matt. It would seem both of these two teams are well immersed in the dark arts of the kickoff goal. And now we see a resurgent UON getting very aggressive towards the midfield. Exodus now have an answer for it. Demo on to Swaggy as well, so one less player on the pitch right now for RMIT. They're going to be juggling around the corner. Shot on from Swaggy. Let's hit the crossbar though. Great follow-up there from Ascent. Going for the air dribble. Goes for the tap as well. Chip on to Swaggy. We'll be fighting for that ball right now. 2 players on here for UON. Worthy's getting involved too. Everybody wants this ball in this corner right now, Matt.
Yeah, it stacks on to that ball, isn't it? But it finally breaks out. Exodus trying to drop it through. Swaggy ready. Just pass it off. Exodus close, but not close enough. Go for that one again. Try and get the setup there. Push to center. Eminence catches. Sending it back the way it came. Good defense around the game, though. Exodus sends it up.
Sends it up. Everybody for Fighting for the ball in front of the blue goal here. UON just playing for defense. Once again, RMIT just continuing its onslaught. Backing off the boost. Attempting another chip into the goal. Worthy off the wall. Sends it to the other corner. Swaggy a bit late to that one. AEST will look to press the issue. There's another attempt to goal there, but great save from Eminence. Almost through from there from Swaggy. Catching UON lacking right now, and Worthy will look to follow it up with a double touch, but it doesn't follow through. Again to the crossbar. Just so many touches on this crossbar, but none to slam it in right now, Matt. It would seem UON are panicked, and so are RMIT.
Yeah, all the panic coming through there, Tone. Definitely sounding the alarm. Feeling a bit scared. We'll see who's going to be able to break it past their fears. Who's going to be able to change gears and pull ahead now. The time is certainly not on either of their sides here. You get to see exactly how this is going to play out. Somebody needs to pull ahead. Somebody needs to take control.
It's getting into, once again, OT territory. 30 seconds left. Once again, another tap. Towards the corner. He's over towards Reds, and another chip up in from Ascent. The help of Eminence. He put that one all the way over. Was just able to touch it across, and nobody there from RMIT once again paying for their over-aggression. UON now 3-2 with 20 seconds. You'll have to see a miracle here out of RMIT. Or it might be just another UON goal. Another attempt there from Bud. He continues to follow it up. The shot almost lands, but now the time starts to tick down. Ball goes high for the air, and nobody goes up for it. Worthy will tie it up. It's 3-3. It's 6 seconds left. RMIT find their miracle maker, Matt.
They find the miracle, and they deliver in the critical moment there. So that means we could potentially go to OT here, or if someone can score a goal within these remaining seconds, it'll be game over. And what's the game for? But ball hasn't hit the floor yet. There we go. It's OT time here in game 3. Who's going to be able to pull ahead and take it for the W?
Looking like RMIT for the moment. First off the mark and first onto the ball. Sending it high. That's where UON struggle. I was going to say around the goal if it's very up in the air. Their air dribbles have looked a little bit rough. Swaggy. Shot to the crossbar. It's a floater towards the top left, but you can see that still UON are willing to play this defense. Very collected for the moment. And a chip in from Worthy to follow through. Exodus with a great pass on to Worthy. He sees the line of attack. Will just be able to chip it over the top. AEST just a little bit late to react to that one. And RMIT picking it up, Matt, in game number 3.
That's right. They will be able to pull ahead. Now taking a game lead here. All they need is one more if they want to take a victory in this series. And I am certain they are keen to try and deliver it. But Tony, this series has been no pushover by any stretch. It's been pretty close and competitive almost the whole way through there. So eager to see what this next game is going to bring as well. You know, whether we see everything tied up again, we go the full distance, or whether could be another wave of issues awaiting our players.
Yeah, I was going to say, speak again on RMIT's aggression. We can look at the shots from all of the RMIT players. 7 from Worthy, 5 from Exodus, and even 3 from Swaggy. So everybody getting involved there from RMIT in attempting those goal shots. And, well, of course, for UON, we spoke praise of Ascen's goalkeeping, but it looked a little bit lackluster there in that last one. So hopefully look to shake off the nerves, shake back into this one. We go into game number 4 here.
Nice control, strolling straight down the gates, Tone, and they run it in. Take it home.
Yeah, immediate goal there from RMIT and immediate confidence. Backbreaker there to UON. Starting off this one in a rough way. That's how you adapt on the fly, Matt. Rocket League's a game like that. Allows you room to work with, room to grow. Great save there from Worthy. Eminence once again has been putting a lot of pressure on with some of these shots, so that's the one kind of beacon of light here for UON right now.
Yeah, the beacon of light will reveal the path ahead, and we'll see. They are going to be able to take themselves on that path right now. Nice shot over the top there. Does manage to get back to it in time though, Bud. And see, they can maneuver. They push it up mid now. Exodus trying to pass it off. Teammates around the bend as well. Good to clear into the corner. Try and keep this ball motion. Themselves in control. Not able to stroll through. It's so close yet so far. They will be good to nullify the attack.
That one almost bounced in for a second, but the attack is mounted in Eminence. Over the top of that one, he'll be able to get it past Worthy and past Swaggy. Oh, and on the air dribble there. I was gonna say Eminence, UON needed that one. Tied 1-1 as we go to the kickoff once again. Trying to look a little bit more aggressive, Bud, as well. For a second goal for UON, that is quick. She wrote it.
Quick as lightning, and we'll see. They are going to be able to elevate that speed one step further. UON in the driver's seat, exactly what they were hoping for, and see if they are going to be able to further that now. Ball comes through to Bud there, keeping it upfield, trying to yield the result. Exodus on the defense blesses them. Keeps that ball alive a little longer, might even take it one step further. They've got teammates close by. Not close enough to take it yet.
Worthy another demo onto Bud. RMIT now on the back foot. UON kind of taking a page out of RMIT's book in that last game. Playing the aggressive nature themselves. Eminence once again over the top and through the middle. 3 on the board for UON. Of course, assisted by AEST, his right-hand man. Go to the kickoff. UON leading here in game number 4. We weren't expecting this. RMIT looks so aggressive and so in tune in that last game. Now looking a little bit out of sorts. That's, of course, great adaptation, as we said, from UON. Ooh.
Yeah, great adaptation, and it does yield a result there. Pushing off the wall, and will be able to rise up. So, shot comes through. They are able to bless the timeline. We'll see, though, Tony, just how deep this timeline goes. Both teams are within a point of each other at the moment, but we've seen time and time again how quickly that can change. Triple commitment there with the ball. That's pretty dangerous. It does work out for them. Ball alive. Keep it as far away as they can. There's still more work to be done.
I don't like that from Worthy. A little bit over-aggressive just to try and tap that ball away. Shots coming out from Eminence. Once again, still putting pressure on. Worthy going up high. Great touch up in the air there. Follow up onto Swaggy. Some great team play there from RMIT. Unfortunate, Eminence was there, able to stop it. RMIT slowly starting to work out how they want to play this one across to the midfield. Another tap from Worthy, and it will go in. Demo from Swaggy as well, and a Bud to follow it up for good measure. Team play from RMIT. Everybody touching that one in the end of things. Worthy will be able to secure it to the top right. We're all tied up now, Matt.
All tied up, 3 for 3. Are they going to be able to break free here? We'll see what they can do. Ball pushes on. Exodus Passing it along to Bud there. They are going to be able to collect it. Keep it out of the corner. Worthy, though, taps it to Exodus. Good pass off. Is cleared out immediately. Bud now trying to take the fight back for their own team here.
Everybody from your end starting to group up around it. You see RMIT are playing very spread out, though. Not all too many triple commitments to the ball this time around. Sent. Try to clear that one out of the corner. Shot on from Swaggy. Great block there from Exodus, but still sent pressing the issue. We'll send it up high. A little bit of a floater, almost tapped in there by Ascent.
There we go. Holding it back in the corner. Worthy. Good send downfield. Eminence does tap it, so they aren't going to be able to keep their reins over it. Keep it under control. Ball still running rampant across the pitch here. Swaggy. You keep it up now. See if their teammates can deliver the final blow here, but no one game enough to go there. 20 seconds to go. Will we see a breakthrough or will it go to OT? Oh, it's going in. There it is. UON take the lead.
Yeah, beautiful tap there from Ascent, and Worthy not quite ready for that one. 15 seconds now on the clock. UON take control of the game at the final mark, potentially. RMIT make their approach known now. Look to attack that ball here. Bud, though, still defending. Ascent going up high. Nobody going to tap that one. It's going to be a little bit of a late one. 1 second left. It's still up in air. Eminence to look to put it down to ground. And UON are going to be securing game number 4. Matt, what an unexpected one out of UON. I was not expecting them to pull it out there on that final mark. But they got it done. Eminence with some beautiful shots and saves. Just being an absolute menace there on the field.
Yeah, I got to agree. They really managed to put the hard yards in there for their team, and it really managed to put them into elevated spirits. So definitely eager to see how that translates into our next game as well here. Both teams really giving it their all this week, really showing they showed up to play. They ain't messing around. And very eager to see how they hit the ground running into this next one as well.
Should be good. Hit the ground running here. Kickoff. UON and RMIT for game number 5. It's our series determiner here. As we already see a demo from Swaggy and a drop in from Exodus. Very slow one. He gets it done in the end here. You can see playing around with the ball for a second. Worthy just setting it up for Exodus. Chip it down center. Nobody there ready to defend that one. I was going to say UON were a little bit further up. Great goal here to start from RMIT.
Yeah, good early momentum there. Curious to see if they can take it one step further. They're already going for quick passes upfield, slowing it down a bit now, but might be able to play off their opponent's direction here. Moving back towards the corner to clear it to the other side. So, see if that translates into some offense now. They try to push it up.
Few attempted shots there. Eminence. Ascent getting involved. There it's here. Needs to be good. Swaggy. We're able to get that one out of there. Help of Exodus as they send it towards the midfield. Everybody getting involved for the touch on the ball here.
We get involved and we'll be able to shove it up. Good for the corner there. Swaggy holding on to it. Still keeping it on the blue side, but UON, nice push-up pitch there. Exodus trying to clear it out. Eminence goes down, so that's one less attacker they got on their side here for UON. Have to slow it down a little bit. Teammate back in action now, though. Eminence passing it off the board, and there it is. Ascent comes from downtown and ties it up 1-1.
Beautiful, beautiful touch there from AEST. And well, now, as I said, tied up 1-1. Go to the kickoff here. Very important game right now for both these two teams. Of course, game number 5. And still, anyone's for the taking, right? We've seen a little bit of a similar story to what we saw all the way back in game 1. Both these two teams getting very aggressive, but also very defensive at times. A little bit of yin and yang for the moment.
Yeah, finding Zen, finding Bliss, and they will be able to take it one step further here. Amazing stuff coming out for RMIT. Game 5. They are cooking up a storm here, Tony. But there's still time on the board. Into the kickoff. Who will take it? It's going to be RMIT. Good to push it up. Holding back a second longer, trying to get control. Things off the crossbar, though. You know, that was a close one. Not close enough. Oh, until then.
Another attempted shot there. Blocked by Eminence. So now UON make their approach on the field known. They were from Swaggy, those, to stop Bud from taking any space. Sent it towards the right-hand corner. Great follow-up as well. It's a back, though, from Worthy. Exodus will clear it. RMIT, as good as their offense has been, their defense this time has been absolutely stellar. You see, there's a lot of back and forth. Touching over towards that left-hand corner of the blue side.
Yeah, big pressure, and they deliver. Number 3 on the board for RMIT now. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. You know that they are going to be putting on a show here. UON, the pressure's up. It's time to deliver. Otherwise, this could be game, set, and match. We'll see what they are going to be able to achieve now that we hit the 2-minute mark here. Who will rise? Who will fall? Eyes on the price. That is for sure. Let's see. They can pay that price right now. But holds back. Ready to launch up high. But RMIT have taken to the sky.
Yeah, RMIT going back to their early game days, it would seem. It's aggressive maneuvering towards both corners of the blue goal. Swaggy. Still got all of the boost to work with. Great touch there from Ascent. Great answer back, though, from Exodus. Over to Worthy. Not quite able to center it as well as they would like. Boost is running low for a few of them, so they had to back off Worthy. Exodus able to tap it over the top, but it's a bit of overextending there from UON. And that will bite them.
Yeah, that's going to be one that really stings, isn't it? You know, I thought maybe we might have a clearer path for UON, but RMIT are just locked in right now. They're able to build themselves up, sneak through goals like that, and it's just all working out for them. With the time trickling down as well, the pressure just continues to build for UON in this one.
Just continuing to mount that forward attack. Swaggy. Some good touches on the ball. Missed that one. Does give UON an opportunity, but not if Exodus is up and ready. Worthy dropping on in, and almost a touch, but saved from Eminence. Another attempted shot from Swaggy. Will be cleared by UON, but that got extremely close for a second. Bud now to the left-hand corner of the red goal. Cleared though, no follow-up, unfortunately, for the rest of UON. They were back getting boost. The tap is going to come through. Eminence able to find the hole in the defense. The overcommitment there from RMIT. We'll come back.
Will come back, and it will come back to bite them. 26 seconds to go now. Let's see if UON can find another sneaky a bit or two like that one, or whether it could be all over here and now. It's all up to them at this point. Trying to pressure it up the walls there. Their teammates playing off each other quite triumphantly, I add. And See if they are going to be able to add something else to the board right now. Getting close. Good clearance by Worthy, though.
Great clearance from Worthy, but overall it's RMIT to wrap it up in a bow here. Beautiful victory. Close out game number 5. They started to dwindle a little bit towards the end of that one, but of course able to get it across the line in the end of things, and will be taking home the victory against UON. What a game, man.
Yeah, what a game, what a series. Incredible way to start the evening there, Tony. Like, I thought the game or the series would go the distance, and it certainly did. It went all the way. So great to see that the game is certainly delivering the goods, and eager to see what our next one's going to look like. But we'll find out all about that right after this break. Hello, welcome back to AEL University Elite Series. Matsy and TwoTapTony coming to you live after an incredible first series. But you know what else is incredible? It's our interviewee. We have none other than Exodus.
What's going on, guys?
Not much and a whole lot. We'd love to see it. And congrats on the victory there tonight, mate. Definitely a close one. I was talking about it in the pregame. You know, I was hyping it up. I was saying, yep, this is going to go to game 5. And I think all of you guys just heard me there. And you certainly delivered. But I guess diving into that one, what do you feel might have been some of your shortcomings in order for the games to go the full distance?
Yeah, certainly it was a much longer series than it probably should have been. I think we rattled the crossbar enough to cause an earthquake and measure something on the Richter scale, but yeah, and overcommitting after a bit of that caused us to get conceded on late in a couple of those games. But yeah, ultimately got the win, and I think that's what it'll come down to at the end of league play. So we're not too worried. Had to calm the lads down for game 5. You know me, I'm a man for the show, so I hit a double touch to get us locked in for game 5, and then we dragged it across the line after that.
Yeah, it was a beautiful double touch. I was gonna say, they really gave you a working there, UON, especially Ascent. I was gonna say there was a lot of goals that he was saving. How does your team kind of combat that? Do you kind of just like go, all right, just we've got next goal, just don't worry about it? Like, how's the mental go into when Ascent's saving so many of those goals like that?
Yeah, you just got to work the process a little bit, continue to apply that pressure, steal the boost, play those bumps. I think it's more so a lack of threatening shooting more so than defensive prowess. And we sort of knew that, so it didn't necessarily affect our confidence too much. But yeah, ultimately, we were confident in our ability. So when it came down to just applying that pressure, we knew it would break through over time, and as it demonstrated. So yeah, can't be too upset with the result. Just a bit more careful of keeping it precise and not being too overzealous and getting caught out in rotation.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely great that you've got that on scope there. And I suppose speaking of scope, heading towards the later stages of the season, how are you guys feeling about it? Like, you're feeling confident that you're going to be where you want to be as a team?
Yeah, very confident, very much anticipating a top 4 finish. And I think it might just come down on the day to how well we play against some of the top 2 guys. Could very certainly upset a result and sneak in top 2 there. So I'm personally pretty confident. I think it's just a matter of showing up on the day and just playing as solid as we can and playing to exploit as opposed to trying to be the superstar all the time. That's always sort of been my play style. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love a good competition. So yeah, you'll see us there, no doubt.
Keen to see it, mate. Definitely excited for what's to come. And yeah, once again, big congratulations to you and your team. And yeah, see you on the other side.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Happy days. As always, Tony, we love a good interview and we love to see some quality Rocket League. But, Tony, Rocket League, what's next for Rocket League?
What as in like update wise or what's up next? Of course, MQU versus UNSW, the top of the table matchup here, Matt. You know, both these two teams are gonna go neck and neck. I imagine this one, you know, as you said, that last one was gonna be close. I imagine this one probably a little bit closer than probably our last one.
Yeah, I reckon it's gonna be good times ahead, Tone. Good times indeed, and eager to see what we are going to have come through from this one. Obviously, a very high stakes match here. We've got a plethora of talent across the board here for this match coming up. You know, Luna, definitely one that we've had to watch out for in the previous week. Zen as well. Taragane, no exception. Like, there's just a plethora of talent. This is a highlight match, to say the least. And I'm definitely eager to see what all these players are going to be able to bring to us tonight. You know, you think you've seen fireworks before, Tony? These games that we're about to see are going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah, you said a few familiar names, at least to me, Matt. I was going to say Luna has been around for quite a while and a very fearsome foe as well. Xenulus on the side of UNSW, a very fearsome foe as well. So this should be, you know, a battle of who's got that bigger bite in them as well. Corp came Brown Stickman and Tardigan are very, very seasoned players, and should be an interesting one. Of course, top of the table, and you know, very close in terms of statistics, I imagine, for both these two teams as well. So it's gonna be a battle for the ages, MQU versus UNSW. I'm ready to get underway.
Oh, it's not just you who's ready, Tony. I am ready as can be as well. I'm sure our players are getting pumped up and feeling dangerous getting into this game. We'll see what they are going to be looking to deliver. It's going to be fun times ahead, and certainly excited for what's to come as we get straight into the kickoff. Macquarie taking on UNSW, and they kick it off with a bang.
Yeah, already a demo to start it off, and already putting pressure on over towards Macquarie's goal.
Yeah, looking good so far, isn't it? And see just how good it's going to be as we push in to the next one. Taragane, nice slice there. Luna, solid defense, keeping it on the crossbar. Kame trying to set it up as well. Slow and steady here. Taragane will be able to push it off to Zen there. Tries to play around it, not going to be able to maneuver it this time. A good pick up by the players there. Zen prepared in the back line. Does send it back.
Sends it back up towards the top side of Macquarie's goal. Vanillas with a great touch. Attempt on there, but let's answer back. Round stick. Sending it back over towards Macquarie's goal. Once again, there's a lot of pressure. It's kind of similar to what we saw from RMIT in their game. And of course, UNSW are bringing to the table. Alagane, unfortunately not able to quite get onto that one. Luna over towards the left-hand side. Great save there from Zenulus.
Yeah, great save coming through there. We'll see. They are going to have a few more just like it. Luna, ooh, tight angle. Not able to strangle it in though. Ball goes straight through. They find a gap and they open it right up. What a way to find our first goal here, Tony. Strolling ahead.
Yeah, beautiful start there for UNSW. Zenulus already shown out to kick it off here. Mate, over towards right-hand side. Macquarie up in the mix this time around. Great save there on the back side of Luna's car. Knows how to maneuver that one, Matt.
Well, they certainly do, Mr. Tony, and I reckon they're going to be able to maneuver a few more as well if they're not careful. We'll see what is going to be on the horizon, though. Oh, close one, but they aren't able to get there in time. Tony, can you believe it?
Absolutely not, Matt. Great goal there. Able to just slot it in that bottom left-hand corner. All tied up at 1-1 here. And we expected this game to be close. I wasn't expecting it to come out with a bang so far. Of course, we saw the demo off the kickoff to start, and then some absolute nail-biter goals here. Shot goes in. Luna, great defense. Able to send it over to the left-hand side, playing extremely over towards that side, I have to say, here for Macquarie. Dame goes up. Able to block it. Good D. Once again. Best defense is also a good offense, and Luna's just going to slot that one in with nobody there. UNSW conceding another goal here to Macquarie.
Yeah, it seems like all of things are going to be locked down here. Locked down, loaded, Tone. And eager to see what else is going to be around the bends now as we jump into it once again. Dada, put up the wall there, Corp. Trying to scope it out. Dada, holding back on this one. But they will be able to push on once again.
Push on once again. Great clearance from Tata. Sends it back over towards the middle of the field. Luna bit too overzealous for that one. He's looking to pass it back. Carter almost follows up with an attempted goal shot there. Xenulus is currently floating around on Macquarie's side of the goal. He's going to send it towards the crossbar, and a shot comes in from Corp all the way from the midfield. With the help of Xenulus, you'd say the assistance comes through on the crossbar. Corp to send that one, pack it in. Unfortunate block there from Brown Stick Man, just not quite able to get the height on that one.
Yeah, not able to get it this time, but there certainly may be other opportunities ahead. Push it straight downfield here, Corp. Trying to send it up. Brown Stick Man ready for it. Good clearance. Trying to see if they can wait. Let's see what Tata can do. Demo comes out. Holding on to it. Don't find the angle though. Luna clears it out. Akame trying to do the same. Ball still in play though. They'll send it away.
Get it out of there. Tata goes up. So does Corp. No great blockage here in the air from the side of Macquarie. Well, still. Demo comes out from Xenulus. That takes out Corp. That leaves the defense a little bit weak, but Luna just floating around the midsection. Is able to clear it good. Corp's now back up and ready to press the issue. Ame as well. I was going to say the spacing, I have to give credit to Macquarie. Knowing how they want to position themselves right now. Luna wants to go for the save here. The follow-up is good. And will be popped in by Xenulus.
Yeah, popping it through and looking to see what else they can do. They bounce it over the top. 20 seconds to go now. Macquarie up by 1. Are they going to be able to take another? Or will UNSW bring it back here? All going to be down to this as we hold on for dear life once again. Ready and waiting here. Good shot through. Not going to be able to lock it down though. Luna, solid defense. And there's still so much more to be done.
Much more to be done. Goes up in air. Tatagane will be able to touch it. Luna's trying to follow through, but in the end, going to be Macquarie picking it up. A very close game there, Matt, I was going to say, in terms of the goal department, but it felt like Macquarie still had control of that game the entire time.
Yeah, got to agree with you there, Tony. I think that they definitely held on. They had the reins for a bit of that match there, and you get to see what they are going to be able to push through once we do get into game 2 here, because the scoreboard certainly shows that it was close. You know, only one goal between them. It could certainly be a pretty consistent margin, I'd say, all the way through the series here. So let's see what they're going to be able to make theirs in towards game 2.
Yeah, game 2 is going to be an interesting one. I was going to touch on Macquarie kind of just playing very spread of the map. We saw a lot of, I guess, overcommitments, as we heard from our last interview there from Exodus, from RMIT. It was a lot of everybody getting involved when you kind of only really need to send one person, right? You know, only one person can touch the ball at a time. So, speaking of one touch of the ball at a time, great trade there. And Luna already off the kickoff.
That's 2 right, Tony, off the kickoff, and they will be able to break in. Love to see it, and keen to see what else they are going to be able to do now. We head in to the next one. Holding on a little longer. Good shot towards the crossbar. Zen clears it out. Luna, though, not getting a chance to push it up. Zen just keeps going relentlessly on top of this ball right now. They're still trying to hold on here.
A great touch there from Tatagane to kind of stall it in the midfield for the moment. That's man continuing to follow it up. You can see a little bit more pressing the issue for UNSW. But as we expect, Macquarie kind of just very spread out. Luna goes up high for that one. Kame goes up. Double touch to follow up with Luna, almost in. Great save there from Brown Stick Man, but still pressure is on because Corp's got full boost. Luna's made their way back around here, and the pressure is still starting to mount here, boiling up. Luna takes out Brown Stick Man, and Macquarie, a very aggressive play, finally cleared out by TwoTapTony.
Yeah, good to clear him out there, and we'll see if they are going to be able to do just that once again now. Tata holding it back. Ooh, not going to be able to hit it through there. They do manage to keep point over this one, but speaking of taking point, Luna doing that. Tap from Zen there, clearing it for Corp, trying to stop them. Does manage to make them falter here, so decent beginning. Cut it all the way through to the end.
Yeah, you can see the comms flowing here as well from Macquarie. I was going to say just a lot of great communication. Who's going to go up for what ball? And who's going to slot it in potentially there? Luna was looking for it if TwoTapTony didn't clear it. TwoTapTony, sorry, looking to follow it up. Kame there. Answer back. Dribbles over the top of Brown Stick Man. Unfortunate. Not quite able to touch it. Great save there. TwoTapTony still. Great answering here from the side of UNSW. I was going to say, just when you thought Macquarie kind of had a foothold in this game still, side of UNSW still able to answer and straight through. TwoTapTony will be able to pop that one in.
Yeah, we'll see if they are going to be able to pop it through. It's going to be a tough time ahead, but we'll see if they can manage. They hold on here. Brown Stick Man. Good physicality from Ben and Co this time. Really holding on for dear life, aren't they? Just taking the reins in this one. And we'll see. Can manage to find even more now. Oh, clearance there onto Luna. Tata not allowing them to stop though, keeping it up close, but not today.
Not today. Turning us towards the midfield. Corp once again with some good clearance. TwoTapTony following it up. Starting to play a little bit more aggressive as UNSW. Great dribbling here from Zenulus up in air. Will finally be answered by Corp. Attempted slot through there from Brown Stick Man, but it's traded back. Cleared completely here by Macquarie.
See if they are going to clear some more now. Corp holds it up high. Akame tries to push to the center there. Going to be able to push it anymore though. Holding on for a second longer. Good presence from Zen and Co. Holding on to it. Corp, one in the same. Everyone just trying to find that opening, but no one able to deliver as yet.
This is a lot more even of a game too between these two teams. Brown Stick Man off the crossbar. Great answer there from Corp. Zenulus still on a set up for something. Of course, for the moment, Macquarie mounting a very strong defense. You can see the rotations in and out to grab the boost to get that ball out of there. Finally, they will be able to clear it. Akame looking for the touch and the follow-up through air. It's going to be Akame to pick that one up. Beautiful pass there from Corp. And, of course, Luna get enough power on that ball for Akame to slot it in just when they needed a goal there. Warrior able to pick it up. Now 30 seconds left here for UNSW to answer back.
Yeah, not long now. We'll see if they are going to be able to plow their way through. Try and get themselves back on the board here. Get the tie up. Oh, there it is, Tony. A supersonic boom downfield, and it yields the tie.
Just on the edge of the car from Zenulus as well. Great timing, great awareness. Put it at 15 seconds at a tie, 2-all scoreline. TwoTapTony, full boost will go up. Trying to hit it off the backboard to the teammates, but once again, in defense mode for Macquarie. And we'll be able to clear it out. Go to OT now.
And we start off with a bang once again as Zen takes out Akame there, passing off to Tata. Zen ready downfield, trying to lock it down. Doesn't get it though, Akame. See if they can respond here. Oh, good to push past. Try again, Corp ready for it, sends it up. Trying to get the setup here.
Some great answer in air though by all of UNSW. Going up, stopping that air touch from happening. Tatagane will be out challenged there by Corp. Classic man, good follow up though. Tatagane as well getting the demo Luna though. And we'll get it over the top as Zenulus. So great clearance, but great answer back immediately from UNSW. Tatagane doesn't have any boost. He's just trying to put pressure on the ball. Tatagane will receive the pass, but Corp's all over it, trying to cross it for the midfield. Kame be able to touch that one over towards the right-hand side of the map. Or the left-hand side, which way you look at it. Corp still put the pressure on.
Pressure's on, and pressure never turns off. Zen, good to play around in the top side of things here. Sends downfield, round stick man. Doesn't get to the ground again. Zenulus holding back for it. It's bypassed. Corp trying to drop it down. Not going to be good for it. Does get sent up. Round stick man could be on the angle, but Luna gets there first.
It's their first. Mate, going up. We're about almost 2 minutes into this overtime. And still, mounted pressure between these two teams. Akame looking for the touch, but Zenulus able to close it. Not quite quick enough to the ball for Akame. And that will be UNSW locking up game number 2.
Locking up and locking in. 1-for-1 now, Tone. They have delivered. Looking solid there, and a close contention game once again. You love to see these close competitive matches, and they just continue to deliver over and over again.
Yeah, very close game between these two. And I was going to say, Macquarie kind of let that one slip through their fingers. I was going to say they had the lead for so long, it came down to the wire. UNSW able to get that kind of last-minute goal that kind of saved the game from there. They found themselves in a good foot, found the momentum to carry it through. So, Matt, I was going to say Macquarie, we're going to have to see some adaptation here for game number 3. And, yeah, that's got to be a rough one on the mental, right? You know, just when you thought you just had the game under wraps, all of a sudden UNSW were able to bounce back. And I guess that's the credit, as we said, a strong roster in their own regard, right? You know, we spoke about Zenulus, but as well, Brown Stickman and Tatagane very much picking up the slack when it was needed.
Yeah, every piece has a puzzle there. Helps form it together. Speaking of Macquarie, they're not happy with how that last game went. They go straight into it deep and send it through to take that first goal.
Yeah, beautiful touch immediately. Get that one in. As well, we're seeing more aggressive play for both these teams immediately off the kickoff. Go over towards touch in from Akame, and that is going to be another secured goal here. All of a sudden, looking on fire here from Macquarie.
Yeah, firing up, really able to deliver a solid lead in the beginning here, and we're going to see what else they are going to be able to bring into the fold now. Looks to fire up over the top, Akame. Pushed aside there, Corp still in the back line, not much boost to play with, but they don't need any. They can play up the walls, and their teammates are there to pick up the slack now.
See, A lot of touches in the midfield. But over towards UNSW's goal. Coming out into defense mode. Wants to clear that one out over the top and goes for a beautiful dribble. Caught. Go for the double touch, but not quite able to find it. Luna's on the back end of this ball. Can't quite secure themselves in a position, but the teammates there to save it. The comms might be going haymaker right now here for Macquarie. They're in panic mode.
Yeah, it's all panic, no disco here, and we'll see if they are going to be able to bring things down a notch now. Good adaptation from Tata there, trying to press it upfield. Luna sends it over the side there, now down midfield. Akame ready to send it forward. It's going to be cut off, however. We've got some defense to worry about here, Zen. Sure to keep momentum over the ball right now. No one gaining real traction. Maybe in a second. Pinches it down the middle and it opens it up for Zen. And now UNSW are on the board.
Yeah, that was a little bit of overcommitted there from the side of Macquarie. You saw two of them go up towards that crossbar, trying to get it out. Zenulus just with a free net, able to find it. An answer back now here from UNSW, and that's what we saw out of last game, right? Macquarie early lead, UNSW able to answer. As soon as they found themselves a confidence boost, they play a little bit differently. You can see ground stick, man. Atagane double touch this one in, but will bounce off the crossbar. Good save there from Luna. Cell pressure is some outsing here, UNSW. Now starting to some good answers. Great demo there from Luna. Save that one out for the moment.
Yeah, saved it out for the moment, and we'll see if they are going to be able to save it again. Zen, right down mid, Luna, good catch. Trying to slowly prepare it for their teammates here. They've managed to outmaneuver some of the defense for a good little bit there. Corp now taking up the mantle as well. Zen find their own spark here. Looks to counter attack just as quickly.
Great midfield control here from the side of UNSW. They'll go up. Atagane. Luna's on the wall. Spider. Waiting. Bounce. Great touch there. Follow-up from Akame is great, and it follows through for a goal. That's the third demo there from Zenulus on the end of it, but it doesn't matter. Ball touch net. 3-1 now here for Macquarie.
Yeah, looking good, Tone, and could look a bit better. We have a minute 30 to go now. Luna sends it up high. Zen does manage to hold on. We'll be able to hold on a bit longer. Maybe not. Still keeping it in the corner there. Just trying to take it slow and steady here, Tone. I love the ebb and flow, the attack and defend in this one.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth, as expected of the two teams at the top. Zenulus, ball on the touch. Crossover there on the Tatagane attempted shot, and Tatagane as well with the demo. Ball is cleared well. Macquarie, one thing they're good at is clearing that one out, and they need it. Kame, really boost. Able to touch that one. Luna. Look at the demo. He's trailing behind Brown Stickman for the moment, just trying to find that one. 30 seconds now remaining. And this is where it starts to get a little bit dicey for the likes of UNSW right now.
Yeah, getting dicey, getting spicy, and could heat up more as they lock in another Akame. Straight to the sky. Good delivery from Luna there. They can bounce it off the crossbar and just strike it straight in. Really impressive stuff. We're on to what could be our final kickoff.
could potentially be the final kickoff here. So, immediately, yeah, definitely
Maybe not.
looking very likely. 5-1 now as Corp just kind of bounces that one off the wall, picks it with the edge of his car, and it goes straight in. Nobody there from UNSW able to answer that one. And there's 8 seconds left. It's looking like all she wrote here for this one for UNSW. You see, Corey just kind of over the ball a little bit. We're not even trying to maybe set him up for a goal there, but Macquarie pick it up. Beautiful stuff. And answer back here after that last game.
Yeah, we'll be able to answer back with confidence there. So definitely looking solid. Getting their way through here. And we'll see if they are going to be able to keep that consistently into the next game as well. Macquarie certainly found their rhythm into this one, you know. We saw some pretty close games into the initial parts of the series here, but eventually they do manage to bring themselves up, really push up the results there. But we'll see what they are going to be able to pump through into the next one, Tone. It was close, but that one certainly a path of domination.
Yeah, very dominant from Macquarie. As we can see, of course, very much, you know, UNSW not without their flaws, but Macquarie as well not without their flaws. A lot of overcommittance to the ball, but some great touches. Luna, I was going to say, going up in high on some of those air dribbles, setting up for the teammates as well. It just looked great from Macquarie. And, well, for UNSW, going to be feeling the back end of that one. Hopefully, they can bounce back going into this next one here.
Yeah, we'll see if they are going to be able to do it. Obviously, it does carry a fair share of difficulty, you know, but with a game like Rocket League, anything can happen. Reset between games is a little moment for both teams to reflect how they want to approach the next one, and that momentum reset allows both teams to really find their way up to shine again. But see who's going to be able to find the first spark here now. Or keeping it away from their goals now. Luna trying to press it up, see if they can seal it out. And Kame does dispel the doubt there. Tata now looking to push ahead again.
Now looking to pressure the midfield. Luna though. Some very great rotations coming out. Warp as well. Still, a lot of midfield presence, but not a lot of movement from this ball so far. Danielis will be able to touch it, but once again, it lands midfield. It goes dead for a second as Luna take it up in air and take it into his own hands. Almost over the top there, Tanagane. Able to answer it back. Zanulis go for a run of their own. I was going to say, very much impressed by both of these teams on the aerial fight here going on.
Yeah, the aerial combat seemingly a strong suit of both teams, isn't it? You know, they're really able to keep control of the ball there, try and see if they can phase out their opponents there. And it really adds that extra element that they have to take into consideration here, doesn't it? But speaking of consideration, it's going to be defensive consideration. Almost annihilated. My gosh, the defense there. Tata, the second line of defense, comes in clutch.
Yeah, Tata Gane. Beautiful answer. Luna going up once again. Up to his old tricks, it would seem. Plastic Man trying to guard him for the moment. And we'll go over the top. Luna, though, gets that full boost from the side. Has full momentum. Able to answer that pass attempted here from the side of UNSW.
And the answer, and it will be locked down. Tatagane delivers exactly what they needed. Great to see the demo come into effect as well. Finding an opening through carving their own path. But we'll see what they are going to be able to achieve now heading in to the next kickoff. The floodgates are open. Will Macquarie come crawling in as well? It's going to be tested, getting already so close to the bar, but they do clear it out. That was looking so terrifying, Tony.
Yeah, interesting block attempt there, going side on to that one. Or Zenulus. Still in the goal. Not quite able to answer the mounting threat. Corp coming through with the assistance of Luna. Great dribble there. Touches the crossbar. Always gets the double tap in. But Corp's there to assist when needed. Great equalizer here for the side of Macquarie.
Absolutely, Tone, and I'm sure there's more where that came from. Bouncing off the walls right now. We'll be able to stall it out. Akame. Gonna just hold on. Then one and the same, slow and steady here. Try and crash out the opponents. They had a chance. They aren't able to take it. Tata still keeping it in the corner though. Just not meant to be. So now counter that momentum. It's Macquarie sending it downfield. Luna, low hit there. Not going to yield the results. The defenders get there a bit too quick. And might get to it again. But Luna has wiped out the full offense. We love the demos, Tone.
Yeah, Luna with the double demo special and the save as well to boot. Touches the crossbar. Risky save there from Akame, but gonna be getting it out. Luna's gonna be sending that one across the sky. Atagane. Unfortunately, no boost there, so can't go up for that one Corp. We'll send it towards Zenulus though. Looked across towards the midfield. Touch from Tartagane. Still very even. Both these teams a little bit more favored though towards UNSW right now with all the attacking on the goal that's happening.
Yeah, definitely looking to have a bit more favor. They've got that aggression in their court, and they've almost managed to score a goal. But they aren't going to be able to stroll past it just that easy, unless they do. They bless our screens, and Zen pulls through.
And Zen pulling through. Beautiful one there, just not quite able to get up on the height. Little bit of a late reaction potentially there from Macquarie. 27 seconds. Great touch there. Follow up from Akame on the kickoff. Immediately back to the same style of play. UNSW being the aggressors right now.
Could see more of that. Seconds remain. Are they going to be able to find the opening in these last seconds? Macquarie, the time is here. The time is now. And could it be? It is, Tony. They've tied it up 2 for 2. Can you believe it?
Just as the clock hits 0 into OT. Beautiful shot there. Ball control from Corp. OT, we will go. Kick off to start it. Kame going to win that one out with the help of the teammate. Now we're seeing a little bit more of an aggressive side from Macquarie.
Yeah, certainly showing their teeth a bit there, aren't they? But we'll see. They are going to bear their fangs a bit more. Luna reaching for the sky here, Zen. Holding back as well. Tata, good little shove upfield, trying to yield a result. They get it! Full bang down the seal. And we go to game 5. Oh my gosh, Tony. Another one going the distance.
Expected of 2 high caliber teams, UNSW. Just when you think Macquarie have the lead, they have the dominance that's been shown. UNSW able to bounce it back. Macquarie found that goal to take us to OT, Matt. You thought the momentum was on their side. But UNSW just able to slot one through. I was going to say if we had to give an MVP, it had to be Tartagane. That game, very much a well-performing individual for UNSW in that one. For Macquarie, they can't let that one shake their confidence. Game 5 reset. Potentially necessary for them right now.
Yeah, potentially necessary at this point, and we'll see if they are going to be able to hit the reset button, really compose themselves, bring their best foot forward onto the last map of this series. Definitely an exciting time. Game 5, always eager to deliver the most vicious, the most fired up gameplay from all our players here today. But without further ado, it's time to pull through for the kickoff. And Macquarie get the initial tap, but UNSW stroll through for control.
Great answer. Save from Corp. Luna goes up. Passes it back over to Corp. Corp's probably got more boost. Luna's not really much in the tank. Danielus was waiting for that attack, ready to answer it. Great heads up play on the side of UNSW. TwoTapTony will clear it out once again. Nice touch there. Zenulus follows through with another.
Yeah, follows through with another, and see if they can go for even more as well. Hold back a second longer here. Zen good to keep it in center field, not yielding too much as yet, but certainly change just as quick. Harder to keep it on the opponent's side as well. Still so close to their goal here. They need to do whatever they can to clean it up. They have now managed to prod it forward.
Prodded forward. Ground stick. That one up. TwoTapTony able to get it over towards the left-hand side. Bounce it off that wall. Get it towards the center. But great demo from Corp. Stops TwoTapTony from following up with a touch. Luna will take the opportunity. Take some space back here for Macquarie. A lot of demos here. They will take out Round Stick Man once again. And that was the fella in the goals. Leaves it wide open for Corp. Pop it right in. A little bit of fancy maneuvering as well of the car from Luna. One up in air. Corp slam through.
Slam through. They will be able to find themselves a place on the board. Speaking of the board though, draw the sword, you almost saw another place on the board for a second there, but Quarry switched on and we'll be able to keep them out a while longer here. UNSW desperately clambering around, trying to bolster their defenses at this stage, see if they can go for the counter-attack. Tata good on the back line, does keep the ball in play, but will get shut down just as quick now. We'll see. This play onto Luna will do for UNSW. Looking to press it over the top now, do get shut out again.
Seeing UNSW a little bit out of sorts for the moment. Still that communication line looking good for Macquarie. Very spread out. Falling touches when necessary. TwoTapTony with a good save. Goes over the top. Great one there from Corp. Almost goes in on the crossbar. Just underneath it. Luna. Corp. Be fighting from underneath that to take the ball back. Zanulus. Touch. It over to Brown Stickman, which sends it center. Corp's able to get up high for that one. Now Akame. Great dribble there in the air. Great control of the car. Luna, unfortunately, not quite ready to follow up. Overall, just once again, the aerial mechanics from 6 players in this lobby, Matt, is looking phenomenal.
Yeah, looking really good. We'll see. They are going to be edging to push up now. Kame, good in the sky. Zen does get it. Stickman sending them absolutely out of orbit there. But see, they can find more momentum off the side here. Zen good to play into it, sends it to the corner. Tata playing up as well. Slow and steady, the journey begins, and Luna ends it promptly.
I always thought he touched that in for them for a second towards the top of the goal. Macquarie. Good clearance from Luna. Still putting that pressure on. Seen this ball so many times around this front side of the goal. UNSW need to be a little bit careful now. Get to about 40-something seconds. Trying to get wearisome. AGON, though, has found room to work with. Oh, he goes up. Zenulus as well. Let's have the boost to follow up with a double touch in from AGON. Demo trade from both sides is we're tied up once again. What more could you want out of these two teams right now, Matt?
More goals is what you can want, Tony, and we certainly might get what we want from one of our rosters very, very soon. Will we see it before OT? Who knows? It may yet be in OT. Both teams try their best to play the game of their lives here. Really, all stakes. Putting all cards on the table right now. 10 seconds to go. UNSW could tie it up. Macquarie could tie it up, or it could be all over just like that. The ball still hasn't hit the floor. And there we go. It's OT time.
OT, and here we go. Off to the kickoff. Ame will claim the boost. AGON, though, with the touch. Goes over the top of the goal. Luna will send that one. Bouncy Man able to touch it back. Bit of touch there. We're able to get it out. Ame. Still kind of roaming around. Of course, doesn't need to overcommit to it.
Yeah, don't need to overstay. Don't need to overextend on this one, and we'll see what else they are going to be able to push forward now. Akame trying to play over the crossbar there. Do manage to clear it out again. Good demo on its end. Opens up the defenses for a little bit there. Not going to be able to capitalize off it though. To take it slow here. Zen already prepared in the back line. Climbed up. Ready for action. They will be saving it through over and over again. That pressure just doesn't let up from Macquarie. They just keep trying at this. And they might find it a little closer as they keep continuing. But my gosh, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, I just thought Luna had the breakaway there for a second, but not quite able to secure that last tap in. Ball goes around the goal. Luna goes up once again, trying to touch it down in through the crossbar. Boost is here, good for the side of UNSW. They fight for clearance. Macquarie is still putting the pressure on. Continues. Get very close to getting in. Another touch there from Akame. Sends it up into the high ground. Oh. Again, another demo on the brown stick man. I have to give credit to UNSW. This is some vigilant defense right now.
Yeah, they're switched on, aren't they? And you're going to see they are going to be able to keep it up right now. Luna, push back there, Corp ready. Luna taps it up, gets it over one, not going to be able to get it past the other though. Tana good to clear it out, pushing it upfield. Corp yielding as a result. Zen good for it again. Tata tries to send it through, but it just isn't enough there, Tony. We go again.
Great defensive maneuvering of the car there, I was going to say, from Corp angling it up so it doesn't go too much in the favor of UNSW. Once again, another clearance. AGON going to let that one go without the fight. Zenulus as well. A little touch, but Luna still pressing the issue. Bounce off the wall here. Tap, trade there from Akame. Bouncing the ball back and forth between them.
Just keeps bouncing on it, and we'll see. They are going to be able to find the prime angle. Could strangle something through here. Corp's got some control. There it goes. It's an opening. They aren't going to be able to capitalize on it, though. The defense is still good. And now Luna, it's their time to shine. Set it up, or it's cleared out. Oh, this has been a tough one, Tony. Both teams are at their wits' end.
Yeah, they're starting to run out of steam, but it's still the defense mounting for UNSW, and still the attack coming through from Macquarie. And what might be a little bit of a breakaway. Tartagane's found a shot, potentially, but Luna clears it. Almost into 4 minutes of overtime. Nobody has centered this one for a goal yet. They'll go towards the midfield. Luna will be able to touch it. Goes straight back across the goal. Straight back across the other side here. Kame is looking for the angle of approach, but also needs to be cautious. Can't let UNSW let this one in.
No, they must not pass. They must not let it in. Them will see which way this one's going to spin. They've managed to push it upfield. Good demo from Brown Stickman there. Pulling it back. Oh, there it is! At long last, they find the opening. Akame delivers. Macquarie are our victors.
And it came so down to the wire. 4 minutes deep into OT. We'll be getting the victors. Macquarie taking it 2-1 there. Very low scoring game, I have to say, for this final one after what we saw out of the last few. But, well, Macquarie, I believe it was that slight demo, that slight bump in front of the goal to secure it there for Macquarie. And what a way to finish off the series there, Matt.
Absolutely. Incredible stuff, and definitely eager to see how things go down heading into the future for both these teams. But Tony, we're going to hear all about this game a little more once we get back from this break. Yo, 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 welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. It's Matzy and TwoTapTony, but who else is it? It's Luna!
Oh, what's going on, guys? What's happening?
Oh, we're vibing. We are pumped up after that hell of a game, and I got to say, jumping straight into it, it was a pretty back and forth endeavor. Like, I was getting a bit worried for a second there, especially in that last game. Why do you think it came so down to the wire?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I like dropped half my popcorn. I was having popcorn throughout the series, and I just like spilled half of it. So, yeah, it was a rough series, but like we're kind of chilling, we're kind of taking it easy, and I don't know, we're kind of having fun. And then we realized, damn, we're like kind of wasting the caster's time, so we kind of had to, make it a quick series towards the end. But I'm sorry for taking it to round 5, like game 5. That's my fault.
Yeah, that's all right. All games a good game. Long game's a good one. But of course, I want to pick your brain a little bit. Going against Denulus, going against some pretty good opposition, I have to say. But you guys made it look very easy. I was gonna say, I believe one game was, I believe 5-1. What was the comms like going into a game like that? You guys look very confident and very positioned. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just chilling, I guess. Like, we weren't like trying to panic or anything, or make it like get nerves in our head or anything, like get nervous or anything. We're just kind of taking it easy, taking it chill, just pretending like it was ranked, and taking one step at a time. Yeah. Honestly, to be fair though, the opponents played pretty good Rocket League though. I'll give it to them.
Yeah, great to see some close competitive games there. And I guess heading towards the rest of the season, are you guys feeling confident heading towards finals?
Yeah, we've heard that like they're the best team in the tournament, so to beat them gives us a bit of confidence as well. Like, we did do a little bit. Usually, we don't really practice before, and we did a little bit of practice before we got into that game as well. So we're definitely warmed up as well. So we're pretty confident going into the whole tournament.
No, great to see and great to hear it. And Luna, I got to say, big congratulations to you and the squad once again there. Definitely eager to see what you guys can do heading towards finals, and we'll see you there.
Thanks, man. Have a good one, guys.
Happy days. We love to see it, Tony, and definitely eager to see what our next games are going to be like. I feel like, from the initial stages of our broadcast here, I've cursed us with just a full 5-game series all night, Apologies. But hey, it's not the end of the night yet. We don't know if it's going to happen. But you know what is going to happen? We're going to talk about our sponsors. So big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. But who else do we love? It's Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Big shout out to our sponsors. You know them. We love them. And Tony, we're going to eat some Indomie mee goreng right after this broadcast. I just know it.
Absolutely.
Recommend it to anyone watching too.
Yeah, would recommend. I was going to say, I'm definitely chow in. But of course, I believe we do have game number 3 coming up in just a little bit. It is QUT versus UTS. And this should be another kind of middle of the pack battle, right? Of course, a few of these teams are fighting it out in that middle section. So we'll check out the rosters for you, Matt. QUT, it is Mac, Jacko, and Ultraviolet. And for the side of UTS, it's Stimpy, Spring, Hopak, and Ass.
That's it. You've seen them before. You're seeing them again. Our rosters here repping QUT and UTS, and eager to see how they are going to be able to perform heading in to the next one here. I'm sure our players are pumped up, as always, to deliver their very best game, and certainly got a lot to, I suppose, live up to after the 2 thriller series we've seen thus far this evening. I reckon they can stand up to the pitch, though.
Yeah, definitely potential game 5 vibes. I'm not quite sure. I was going to say, you've seen a little bit more of these teams than I have. I was going to say, I recognized a few of the names, Jacko and Ultraviolet. I've been floating around Twitter here or there, and I've seen some clips from them. But of course, this should be an interesting one. As we said, middle of the pack. both of these two teams probably fighting tooth and nail for those final spots. And, you know, as we've heard from all of our interviews so far, a lot of confidence going into those final weeks. And hopefully one of these teams is looking to build that confidence as well after this game tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. They are going to be able to build themselves up, find a bit more confidence, and really look to deliver more and more here, Tony. I'll tell you what, I reckon they're going to be looking to dig deep. You know, they're going to be diving in from under the sea and springing up to action. But speaking of springing to action, we are going to be getting right into the kickoff. It's time to get down to business. And we are straight into it. Mac. There's Mac. Mac attack. You're going to be. There you go. Straight downfield now. Bats does shield them off though. So good pressure up in the corner there. We'll see. Jacko can look to hit it off here. They are just slowing it down for the moment.
A very slow and steady approach there on the side of QUT. Great clearance as well. No follow-up, unfortunately, there from UTS. So, once again, able to mount a solid, steady attack here for QUT.
Yeah, keeping it up and locking it down. See if Baz find something. No, good stoppage from Jacko. Slows it. Baz picks it up. Straight shooter. Oh, almost. Mac blocks it out with an epic save there. That was a spicy one, Tone.
Yeah, very close there. Able to clear it. It's pressure being put on here by UTS. After a clearance of their own. See Jacko up the wall. Not a lot of boost though, so I imagine they'll go for it. Go grab boost pad instead. Back as well with the clearance of that one. Jacko going up. Challenging there on the Bass. Back with the follow-up as well. Looking to touch it over towards the center. It will go top of the net. Will go over the top. Jacko losing control of that one. Ultraviolet will be going up. A lot of trading of the ball between these teams right now.
Yeah, good exchanges there. Oh my gosh. Speaking of good exchanges, that almost slipped right in, but they do lock it out. Shield still good for the moment. We'll see. There's going to be similar efforts on this side of the pitch now as well. Stimpy. Let's get bypassed. Baz. Good hit up there. Ultraviolet sends it now straight downfield. Shielded out by Spring. Go back. We'll see. Can find another bit of momentum. Demoed through. Baz picks it up. Trying to spring it ahead. But it's just slowing down. It's just so back and forward, Tony, isn't it?
Yeah, very aggressive, but still calm kind of game out of both of these teams. We've, of course, kicked away 2 minutes and still no goal has been scored. Have to go up for that one. Clearance, though, by the side of UTS. Jacko is going to be looking to dribble that one in with the help of Ultraviolet to follow it up. And a beautiful first goal here for QUT.
Yeah, they finally managed to break the seal there and will be able to open up the account. So, a nice start. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go, though. Who's going to be able to lock in the next? That's going to be the big test here. Let's see who can manage it. Epic save coming through for UTS there. Pressed up against the wall, but they will not fall as yet. They'll still keep up the fight. Don't want to say goodnight. Jacko tries to hold on to it. The momentum will be shifted. Stimpy now forced to try and play it slow. No boost. No problem. They've got raw willpower.
Yeah, just nothing but straight willpower right now. You can see an attempted clearance then doesn't really favor UTS. UT still at the net in the face of UTS. Tap over the top there from Ultraviolet. Demo there from Simpy. It doesn't matter. His teammates have gotten away and they're looking to put it in, but great save there by Spring. Ultraviolet going up once again. Not quite able to get the touch necessary to put it over towards the center. And again, another demo. Stimpy's out for blood right now, Matt.
Yeah, they just see red, don't they? Just hunting it down. Trying to see what else they can do. Stimpy, bounce, carries it over to the teammate. Have a second chance at it now. Not going to be able to deliver. Wants to retreat temporarily. That demo certainly opens up some opportunity though. Oh, does get fended off, however. And not much time to go here, Tony. It's crunch time here. Well, there's that.
Yeah, crunch time, but Mac lights on down. Stimpy with a miss save there. And he's just going to put it on through. Second goal secured by QUT. 25 seconds on the clock here for UTS. Do what feels like the impossible. A great touch there off of the goal kick, but it is going to be Ultraviolet tapping that one. Jacko with a great dribble and into the aerial will be able to find a beautiful goal here. Another one for QUT.
That's right. Another one through for QUT there. And let's see if they can find even more. Not much time to go here. QUT doing a great job of padding up the scoreboard and making it more and more possible for UTS. Yes, might be able to find an opening. But it's just not happening, Tone. They got so close there, but the crossbar, the worst enemy once again. So QUT have all but locked it down now. The ball just needs to hit the floor. We will be onward to the game in 2. There it is, up by 3 goals in that one. And a confident start for the QUT side there. UTS finding their fair share of struggles. They just weren't able to find the same similar kind of momentum there. And it really showed. So, eager to see if they are going to be able to change things up heading towards game 2. You know, slow start, but doesn't mean it has to be the same all the way through to the end.
Yeah, I was going to say UTS were very much ready to answer a lot of the aggressive plays QUT were making at the start of that one, but to the tail end of it, QUT kind of just outmaneuvered them and kind of out willpowered them in the end of things and weren't able to get those 3 uncontested by UTS. And I have to give credit, Ultraviolet with a ton of center balls there with the follow-ups from Jacko and Mac. The attack just looked that much more impressive.
Yeah, they were just able to deliver, weren't they? Just really playing in unison there, and it really showed just how well they were able to synergize into that one, really bringing out their best efforts. But still chances for redemption and chances to power up even more so for both sides heading into game 2 here. So excited to see what that's going to bring as we get into the next kickoff. Away we go. Who's going to find it? Stimpy sent it to the QUT side there. Already looking for a sweet opening. They will be locked out by Jacko.
And locked out by Jacko for the moment. Straight under fire once again are UTS. As we see, once again, another similar style of play. What we saw in the last game there. Spring. Good touch to send it back to the center of the field. Bats to try and follow it up. He as well. Good measure. Jacko gets the clearance. Gets it over the top there. Mac we're going to set that one up in. Spring went up. Stop him. Jacko. In positions for the attempt on the shot. And it's just not quite over the line. Ultraviolet tries to go in. Spring Hopak will be able to save that one. But that game's so close, just a centimeter away from being a goal, Matt.
Yeah, so close yet so far. I feel like we're going to have a drawn-out beginning again, Tony. And you know what? I love to see it. It makes it feel so much more satisfying when someone locks it down. And this time, it's UTS. Pressed up. And they find the opener Good last-minute decision from Baz there. It does work out so wonderfully. But time to kick things off again. Who's going to be able to find it this time? It's already tucked into the QUT side of the pitch now. Baz trying to set it up, but it will be sent away.
Sent away. See QUT. Starting to mount that defense once again. Getting it out of the hands of UTS. Good cross there over towards the center of the field. Bass will follow it up. Ultraviolet goes up high. So over to Mac. Mac will dribble it across. Almost goes in. Jacko. Some impressive aerials. Very reminiscent of our last series, Matt. Aerials looking good here from the side of QUT. The touch on in, but will be traded. Tapped across there by Bass.
Yeah, traded through. We'll see if they can pull through for more now. Hold on to it. Jacko. Good push there. Mac sending it ahead. It's the revenge of the Mac, and they will find the goal. 1-for-1 now. The equalizer.
Yeah, beautiful equalizer there. Return to the Mac. And well, for the side of UTS, not where they want to be. UT in driver's seat for the moment. Force here towards the center of the field. I have to say, both these teams playing a lot towards the center of the field. Jacko goes in for that one, attempts a shot. Ultraviolet. Aggressive take to that ball, but fortunately not quite able to touch it in. And Hopak as well, kind of doing the same.
Yeah, really styling on it, aren't they? But we'll see what else they are going to be able to bring now. Hold it down for a second longer. Mac, full boost, waiting for their time. Press it across field. Ultraviolet ready for it. Get some boost of their own here. Mac trying to zone him out. Getting a bit physical. Doesn't find the mark though. So they can counter-attack for UTS now.
Great demo there on the Stimpy. As we can see, some good touching there from Mac. Just slow but kind of confidently maneuvering that ball. Goes up in there once again. Demo there from Spring, and this is the push in now from UTS. It's immediately sent across the other side of the field.
Trying to yield some results here. See if they can shoulder the burden. Try and garner some attention on that ball there. Spring Hope back. So press it up for Baz there. Across field, but Impy ready to try and push it in. No one getting a significant line here. Mac tries to find it. Could be an opportunity here. Stimpy and Co send it up, but they are shut straight down.
Nice little flick there from Jacko. Fortunately, Spring was able to stop him. Just when he was trying to get the run going, Jacko with some great dribbling and almost puts it in himself. Another great save there from Spring Hopak. So we now go to 20 seconds and it's still tied up at 1-1. Nobody can really get the breakaway here. Ball goes back towards the center, back towards the height of the goal. Spring Hopak tried to go up for that one, but maybe a little bit too early now over towards UTS's side of the court. Will touch the ground as we go into overtime. One apiece here, a little bit more even in this game too, Matt.
Yeah, certainly keeping it close, aren't they? We saw a very dominant first game, but now it's all tied up. Curious to see who's going to be able to press ahead. Will it be QUT? Will it be UTS? Both teams' backs against the wall right now. Mac trying to hold it back. Jacko. Good to center. It is caught by their enemies. Forced to reconsider their approach now. Ultraviolet good on the defense though. Try and open up the defense. Good for it. Close one. Spring Hopak delivers the defense.
Spring Hopak with a shot on, blocked by Mac though. Meantime, Demo front side of the goal, so if that ball went a little bit up in air for the side of QUT, they might have been able to close it out. Spring Hopak, and it's back on their feet. Now, assessing the situation. Ultraviolet sends that one high. Stimpy is going for the dribble. Jacko, I'm going to boost this time to go for it, but he's still controlling this ball so well. Ultraviolet stops that one from going. Hey, might make it there.
Yeah, they're controlling that ball well, aren't they? And we'll see how they can maneuver it. Smack gets ready in the back there. Good push back. Impy tries to stop it. Not going to happen. Ooh. Close one, but not close enough. Ultraviolet trying again as they might, but UTS are ready to fight. Oh, Tony, it's too much. It's too much.
It's way too much. Great stay there from Bass, but yeah, pressure starting to mount here as we go to 2 minutes into overtime. Touch here from Bass. Back towards the center, but still, UUT forcing all three of UTS to play towards this goal side. Great demo there, great pass. No follow-up there on the double touch. Will we Spring Hopak to save it, send it out there towards the side of QUT. Once again, with air. This time it's back for the air dribble. Not quite able to follow it through. Once again, another great clearance from Spring Hopak.
Yeah, definitely finding a lot of confidence here and see if they can gear on up or even more. Spring Hopak holding back here. Ultraviolet ready, collects it. Stimpy trying to stop them. There we go, keep it in their playbook. Keep it on fire, Stimpy ready. Back, good tap, over the top, Ultraviolet. Grand save there. And the game continues on.
It continues very close there. We go 3 minutes. Stimpy, crossbar, tap there is good, but Jacko's able to answer it. Another save falls the way of QUT, and they are looking a little bit out of sorts right now, a little bit mismanaged. UTS have found their footing. Great touch to send it back towards the goal, and it's going to be a tap in, and Jacko can't get there in time. Spring Hopak will be able to lock that one in. UTS 3 minutes 37 into OT will claim game number 2.
Oh my gosh, what a drawn out endeavor there, and they do manage to bring it up. UTS on track there and lock it down. My word, Tony, definitely a momentum shifter if I've ever seen it. I'm keen to see what else is going to be on its way through into the next game as well. Both teams pumped up as always. Always ready to deliver solid gameplay, Tony. This is Rocket League.
It's most definitely Rocket League. I can't think of any other game with cars and a soccer ball in a giant stadium. So definitely Rocket League, and definitely very close last game between these two. Now going to game number 3. It looks so dominant for QUT to start this series off, but now we're seeing some adaptation here from UTS.
Yeah, good to see that coming through as well. They definitely need to stay adaptable. I'm eager to see what else is going to be pushed through now. Jacko tries to swing it there. Goes back to Ultraviolet. UTS now, opportunity to push ahead as well, but not going to be able to garner that opening as yet. Still have to take it slow and steady here. No one getting that solid line towards a goal here. So into the ebb and flow state we go, but we take to the ceiling. may unleash something grand.
An attempted touch there, but Jacko didn't quite have momentum going forward. Great tap there. Mac almost putting that one in the top. You can see just the aerial prowess still here for QUT. Despite losing that last one, they're still in high hopes. You see Spring into action here. Jacko, though, still stopping it. Great save there from Ultraviolet. Stimpy once again sending it towards the center of the field. Will be put down there by Jacko.
Yeah, put down there, and we'll see if they can push it right back up. Bring Hope back. Playing off the wall there. Low and steady, Mac. Does steal a bit of the momentum though. Baz ready to play off it. Doesn't catch it in the end there. Stimpy trying to send it offside there. Ball slides right towards Spring Hoback. Teammate they must wait for. Try and do it all over again, but it's not going to happen this time. Let's go back, reset once again, but the opportunity is there. The demo works it through, and that's an opening if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, beautiful demo there. Allowing that touch to happen. And first goal is UTS this time around. As we see, kickoff aggression though from Mac and Jacko. Forces UTS to play more defensive.
Really look to tap in there, see how those defenses are bolstered, because it does open up yet another one for UTS now, blessing our screens with another supreme goal. Not able to stroll through to that one quick enough. It will work out wonderfully, but we're onwards for another kickoff here. Who will take control? It is QUT, but UTS already prepared, sending it over the top. Good clearance coming out, however. Not wanting to see a repeat of the previous.
And I want to see a repeat. Great touch there from Stimpy. Now all of UT a little bit scattered to try and defend that one. Bring Hopak. Jacko a little bit quicker to that one. Good touch over the top there of Bass. Immediately back. Stimpy has been a ever-looming force. We'll put it through with the demo as well from Spring. 3-0 start here now for UTS in this third game.
Yeah, looking super duper solid, Tony. It's almost reminiscent of Game 1's vibes. Bringing it back, except on the opposite side of the scale here. And ooh, almost an opening there for QUT. Stimpy good on the epic save, though. Will be able to keep them alive a while longer. Jacko woods for the demo there. Bring Hope back. Ready.
Ooh.
But they don't need to be. It's Stimpy locking it down for 4.
As Stimpy has come alive in this series. Just needed a few games warm up. And 4-0 now for UTS. What happened to the QUT we saw in game 1? It was so dominant for them, very back and forth to start, but then they were able to run away with it. Back to the plate, for the approach, tap on in, but great save there from Stimpy. Playing some lights out Rocket League right now. Pass it over to Bass. We're still seeing it. Jacko gets that one in. I thought the defense was there for UTS, but Jacko with a ace up his sleeve. Just gets it past Bass.
And then we'll be able to get it past. And finally, we see QUT start to make some strides here. Got time. Make even a few more as well, trying to press it up now apart from the defense. They will be dispelled temporarily. So Jacko trying to press up again, forced back now. See if they can hold on. Spring Hope back. Really just biding their time here, considering the advantage they have. You can respect it, you know. Slow things down a bit. Make the enemy work for it a bit more.
Definitely making them work for it. Stimpy once again, good touch. He'll dribble it past Mac. Forces Jacko to call into action. Pass. Good chip up the field. Good chip across here. Centers for Stimpy, but Stimpy's a little bit early to the ball this time around. Let's get another save. Demo there from Ultraviolet, but you up in front here for UTS. Another demo there.
Time trickling down. 1 second remains, and it will be 1 second between UTS and victory. Holy moly, 1 second, 1 goal. As they will pull ahead now. 1-5, favoring UTS. A massive change up in pacing between games there. UTS will be able to pull ahead. So, solid effort nets them a hefty reward.
Yeah, huge play out of UTS. I was going to say, showing some great adaptation. Everybody really getting involved for that one. You know, we saw Stimpy really go for a run there, but Spring and Bass were very much good overall and looking good going into this next one. QUT now on the back foot, and I didn't expect that to go towards how this series was gone, right? You know, we saw QUT 3-0 to start this, but UTS back in a big way, Matt, and looking for that, I guess, quote-unquote reverse sweep here.
Yeah, they really did bring it back in a big way, didn't they, Tony? And it goes to show hard work pays off, and excited to see just what that hard work is going to bring heading into this next one as well, as all players on the pitch are getting ready to rumble right now. You can see they're pumped up. Engines roar. 3, 2, 1, and away we go into the kickoff. And it's going to be starting off with a demo there. Stimpy trying to get on top of it. Will be able to press it upfield. Holy moly, that could have been really, really big there, but the angle, the power, it's a little too much.
Yeah, a little bit too much. Great save. Follow-up from Bass, though, as he sends another one in. You see Stimpy go up for it. Just lets it float. Bass with an attempt touch. And it is perfect there. Sucked into the vortex. And first goal, once again, UTS.
Looking brilliant, Zone, and they will be continuing to be just that. They find yet another one. Less than the timeline there. Prime angle off the wall. Rise and fall. Goes down the ball. And it's going to see what else they're going to be able to do now heading in to the next sector. Because not much time has passed and UTS are just blasting on ahead.
They're just really sending it through for this one. There's nothing that side of QUT can do right now. It's just a lot of aggression coming through. Ball will go across right inside as Stimpy, just aggressive in nature. I don't know where this has come from, Matt. I was going to say we didn't see any of this in game one from UTS, and it's just started to ramp up. Stimpy's looked more and more aggressive. The comms seem to be flowing in front of the goal there. Attempted shot from Jacko.
Yeah, definitely flowing through with a few different bits and pieces, aren't they? But see what they can manage to get on to now. Let's bring Hope back. Holding on to it. Good momentum again. Slow and steady. They slide it in.
Oh.
My gosh, Tony. They've done it again.
Yeah, that is nasty. It rolls up in from the right-hand corner. That is 3-0 start here, UTS. With 3 minutes still on the clock, but Mac, he's back and he's ready to attack. Beautiful kickoff goal. That's just what QUT needed right now, Matt. Something to answer all of the dominance from UTS.
Yeah, something to really show. They mean business here. Something to showcase some of their prowess. We'll see what they are going to be able to bring. Getting into the remainder of this one, QUT have found their mark, have found an opening, and there's still time here. Would go either direction, Tone, but we'll see what is going to be in store now. Mac holding on for it, does get demoed out. Jacko, good stoppage there, keep it in the corner, try and press it up. But UTS doing a great job as well, just holding on, shifting momentum time and time again.
Ooh. That was a very important aerial touch there for Jacko to hit. That felt like another goal waiting to happen, but Stimpy gonna be up around that one for the moment. Goes up as well. Let's bring on some of these like defensive touches. I was gonna say has been also very impressive to say. Ultraviolet at the ball touch. Ooh, that is almost going in there. Mac almost sending that one dead on target.
Dead on target, right on cue, and we'll see. They are going to be able to pull through now. Spring Hope back. Good carry upfield there. Baz trying again, right on cue. Iffy pulling through, almost finding an opening there, but they will miss the angle.
Yeah, a little bit overzealous potentially. Great touch there, just on the edge of the car. Bass is able to save that one. You still see attempted attacks here from QUT. They're all getting cleared. Stimpy sends it all the way up the top end of that. Demo from Mac. And he is still in commencement. It's all hands on deck here for the defense from UTS. Touch the top bar and almost goes in there off the back of Bass's car. Ultraviolet though, we'll send that one over to Mac. And another attempted shot, another save here from Spring. And we'll finally be cleared out by Stimpy.
My gosh. Dangerous endeavors ahead, over and over again here. Surely there's another opening on its way through, you would think, or perhaps not. We bypass the minute mark now, Bass and Co. Trying to keep this one flowing forward. Get a hit through there. Spring Hope back. Good to take it out now. We'll see if they can manage to get something else.
Yeah, ball still in the secure hands of QUT, but Simpy will cross it over to the midfield. Spring sends it up a little bit. Stimpy with the follow-up touch. With 24 seconds, it's a fourth goal here for UTS. Great team play. You saw pass from Bass. Stimpy at the end of things, but Spring passed it to Bass. Follow up then. Now 24 seconds. Kickoff. Demo there from Ultraviolet. Looking like it might be locked up here for UTS.
Yeah, it could be lock up and onwards towards the end here. We'll see if it is going to be the end of days now. As time trickles down. And just like that, it all comes crashing down. So, UTS take control and stroll ahead for victory here in this matchup. GG, well played.
Yeah, well played. But just wasn't QUT's day, it would seem. UTS with some great passes and some great saves out of Spring. I had to say that's kind of what like set them up right for their game there. But overall, UTS as a core got it done. And oh, Matt, what a game. No game 5 this time, so no game 5 magic, unfortunately. But UTS locking that one up.
Yes, no game 5, but maybe in the next one. But we're going to hear all about that game once we get back from this break. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the AEL University Elite Series. It's Matsy and TwoTapTony coming here live once again with another interview. Who could it be? It's none other than Baz.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome. Great to have you. And honestly, what a series from you guys. Definitely impressed with how it all played out. And I guess I got to ask, like, obviously, it was a bit of a different pace coming out of game one there. And I suppose, what did you guys do to reflect to kind of bring yourselves back to that full flow reversal there?
Yeah, I think the key was just to stay confident, and I think out of the first game we tried to communicate a bit better. We noticed some flaws that we tried to exploit in the following games. So yeah, just play well.
Yeah, you guys played super, super well. I was gonna pick your brain a little bit. Do you get hype when you see some clutch saves from your teammates? I was gonna say we saw a lot from Spring, and I have to give him props. Do you guys kind of feed off the momentum of each other? Does he get hype? Do you guys get hype after seeing a clutch save like that, or do you guys kind of keep it pretty calm?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. No, we do get hype, and it's good. It brings good energy and good momentum to the next offensive play. We get a good flow out of that. Yeah.
That's what we like to see. And I guess, how are you guys feeling heading towards the later stage of the season, towards finals? Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, we're feeling pretty confident. I think some teams will be quite challenging, but we're always up for that, and I think we have the potential to upset. So yeah, pretty keen.
That's what we like to see. Definitely keen to see it. And I got to say, congrats to you guys for getting the win tonight, and very eager to see what the rest of your season looks like. So thanks once again for joining us, Baz. You got
No
this.
worries. Thanks, guys.
Happy days, Tony. As always, I love to get a good interview through there, and definitely excited for what's coming next, as we are going to see right before our eyes in just a second. Our next game is Swinburne taking on Griffith. Griffith, the team I want to see take a victory. That is the only team that hasn't had a victory so far. That's the team I want to see take it tonight. We always love to see at least one win. You know, we love to see the underdog story. And Tony, who's repping them?
Yeah, for the side of Swinburne, it is Moldy, Shu, Jonk, and Ibby. And for the, I guess the caster favorites here, Griffiths, ADOS, Trank, and Exile. So it should be hopefully an exciting game. Matt, we've had some exciting ones so far. A few game fivers in there. And of course, a little bit of a bounce back there from UTS in that last series. So this one should hopefully deliver. You know, these two teams kind of towards the bottom end of the leaderboard at the moment and kind of vying for every win that they can get, right?
Yeah, I think they're definitely trying to obviously take whatever they can, right? As you said, to really give themselves their best chance forward heading towards the later stages of the season. So definitely excited to see what they are going to be able to maneuver heading through into this one. Definitely a fun time ahead, Tone, and I reckon this is going to be an exciting series indeed. Could it go all five? That's yet to be seen. We've seen a lot of maps so far. A lot of games even. We'll see. They are going to be able to manage heading into this one. I reckon we could see some very good times ahead. Speaking of good times, Tony, I got a bit confused for a second by one of the Swinburne players' names. I thought maybe one of our Marvel Rivals players had switched squadrons for a second, you know? Not meant to be.
Not meant to be. No crossover, unfortunately, this time around, and we're straight into the game. It is going to be a nice little early kickoff there. Griffith putting some pressure on early. That's what we want to see, right? Jonk maybe taking that one to the skies, sending it over with Moldy. They're looking for a shot on already. A very aggressive play from both of these two teams to start it off.
Yeah, we love the ruthless aggression there. Always great to see it come through, and you're going to see what they can do with it. Jump in it now. Trying to maneuver that ball through Jonk. Through Ibby. Holding onto it as well. Not going to be able to pressure it any more than they already have here. Moldy Shoe. So fold it over to Ibby now. Going to take to the skies. Ooh, might catch something from it. Moldy Shoe ready. Jonk delivers. But it's a full-scale defense now. Griffith. They're looking to bring it up. AEST, there you go. They send it in.
Yeah, beautiful touch in to start it off. Ross is perfect there from Exile. And well, Matt, off to a flying start already here for Griffith.
Yeah, they've got their wings out. They are flying through, and we'll see what else they're going to be able to do now. Hits come through. Exile trying to press it up. Good counter from Jonk there. Going to be able to take it any deeper than this. Trank doesn't manage to bank that one, so Exile now. They're holding on tight here. Creeping up on it, nice angle. That last second tap allows AEST to pull ahead again. Griffith have brought their goblin prowess out.
Brought their A game, it would seem. Already 2-0 start here. On the side of Swinburne, they're going to be feeling a little bit out of sorts. You can see, once again, early aggression from Griffith. Cleared though this time by Swinburne, sent towards the middle of the field. Great answer, another save there. Getting out of there is the call to action, Trank. We'll be able to demo out Moldy Shoe there.
Still more work to be done though. Exile, woohoo, close one. The bells are ringing. The choirs are singing. And Griffith very eager to stay present in this matchup. AEST taps it over. Will be able to bolster their defenses there, but still more to be done. Exile playing into their hands for the moment. Good to tap it off the crossbar. Backing out their enemies. Struggling to find an angle here. They got close there. Big epic save, but still need to shave past the defenses.
And they need to get in there, as we can see. Attempted attack here from side of Swinburne, but it's cleared and it's going full center for Trank. Griffith will be able to pick up another goal here. 3-0 start, man. This is the Griffith we wanted to see.
We see him. Right as can be, we see him turn. We'll see if they are going to be able to zone this out. Jump in to the next one now. Trank. Nice shot downfield. Solid defense from Ibby though. AEST trying to press it up again. Bypass this one. Ibby still in the back line. Does have Exile they can play off here. Force it back. Ibby gets a tap on it. Jonk now running in on. We'll see if they can manage to press this one up. Getting closer to the back line now. But it's been a hard sail in this one, hasn't it, Tone?
Yeah, very hard fought affair for the likes of Swinburne. Shot on, is cleared by AEST though, very much liking what we're seeing out of AEST so far tonight. It was great pass there from Trank over towards the corner. Swinburne's goal, but we'll be able to clear it for the moment. A very proactive defense here from Griffith. You see everybody immediately coming back towards the goal as soon as Swinburne get a breakaway.
Yeah, as soon as they break away, they are going to be able to fade into it and see what else is going to be in store now. AEST trying to press up again. Jonk holds on to the back line, but the physicality just forces them out. Griffith settle the score again. Up by 4 now.
Up by 4. Dominant. dominant right now here for the side of Griffith. Will potentially see a fifth demo there from Jonk. Swinburne. Last few moments to push this one potentially. Jonk will go up. Will boost as well. Has to drop back down. Doesn't quite have the control of the ball necessary. Will go back towards the Swinburne side. Again, Griffith now just might have to stall. Let this one hit the dead center though of the goal. It's Moldy Shoe. Find one in the final seconds, but as soon as the kickoff happens, it's more than assuredly going to be game, set, and match here for Griffith.
My gosh. Solid start there, Tony. Definitely showing they mean business into this one, and eager to see what else they are going to be able to do. They've got plenty potential at their disposal. I reckon that they might be able to tap it through 2 times into this second game as well, but we'll see what is going to be in store for us.
It should be interesting, Griffith. I feel like, you know, already coming out, showing out, and that's what we wanted to see, right? You know, you said Griffith currently on without a victory so far in the standings, so you know, victory to their board and potentially looking for that series win as well, going into game number 2. I have to give them credit. They were kind of dictating the pace in a lot of those engagements, very much up in the fray, in the face of the side of Swinburne. And, well, now we go into game number 2, and this should be an exciting one if this is how Griffith decided to play this evening.
Oh, yeah. This one's full of excitement, Tone, and there's more to follow as well. Let's see how this one goes down now. Jump into it. Ibby trying to control the pace early here. Trank holding back in the corner. Garner a little momentum straight to the midfield there. Jonk trying to play off it. Not going to be able to get it. Moldy Shoe. Good press up midfield. Is shielded out. So ADOS going to hold on now. Just really playing a solid defense for Griffith right now. But Swinburne, it's their time to shine on their own defenses.
Time to shine. Up in air. There's Zyle. You can see a little bit of a breakaway for the moment. Swinburne just kind of feeling it out early. Cross goes towards the center, but ADOS is there ready. Doesn't quite get the touch of the ball. He's a little bit ahead of it. Great block there from Ibby.
More to follow from there. ADOS would hold on to it. Ibby sends it upfield. Teammates on the ground as well, but Trank now sends it. Good momentum. Is going to be caught up by their opponent though. Moldy Shoe sending it straight back. ADOS, a good angle. Jonk holds it out. Good defense as always. And see what else is going to be in store here. Ibby, solid shot. They will be able to slot it out. Jonk now. Trying to see if they can pop it over. Still much more work to be done, but it's not over till it's over. Exile. Bouncing it down. Still more to do. Jonk runs out of boost, but their teammates are still there on the front lines, keeping this ball alive as ever.
Yeah, not only is Griffith's attack good, but the defense is also. You can see Swinburne. I'm gonna say maybe lacking in the offensive department right now. The defense is good. Attempted shot there from Exile, bounces off the top corner. They're still putting pressure on. Still ADOS around the center of the field waiting for the cross. There goes over the top of him though. Goes for the demo. The touch is through. Another demo there from ADOS, just wiping out the opposition. That's how you score a goal, right? When nobody's there left in the goals, it feels like a freebie. ADOS is going for it. Double tap there. Still, no goals scored. 2 minutes left here. Game number 2. A little bit better here for Swinburne.
Yeah, how even this one's been, you know, we've seen a lot of stark differences between games tonight, haven't we, Tony, where they might have a dominant game to begin with, but then games further on, holy moly, really be a lot more competitive.
Yeah, games getting competitive as the series progresses. Teams start to feel each other out, start to work out how each other play. See, great little struggle there from AEST. Doesn't quite go in though. Great answer from Swinburne, but you feel like a lot of ball chasing happening, not a lot of positioning being taken here. Set up in the position though, Jong. Sends that one back towards the goal. We'll flick it over the top. Maybe really having to save that one. That one kind of just bounced out of the way there towards the midfield.
Yeah, just bouncing through to midfield and not going to yield any results as yet. Dom. Ooh, good parry over the defense. Could this be it? No! It goes offside. I thought it could be zone, but it's not meant to be. The ball full fly past all the way to the other side there. My gosh. This thing's all over the place, Tony. It's like we're chasing the golden snitch here.
Yeah, it feels like who can get their hands on the ball for just a second, and then you can take it away from them. Chip over the top there towards Swinburne's goal. We'll be able to chip it back. Exile goes up. Jonk is a little bit higher for the moment. Tap is coming through. 5 seconds. We're getting into OT territory. Shot onto the goal there from AEST. Trank will go up, try to stop that ball. He will. Floor eventually, but still Jonk attempted shot. It's OT for game 2 here. Griffin not quite able to find one. Neither is Swinburne.
Yeah, not able to find their mark, but now with the reset, this could be the chance to light that spark. Oh, it's still in. Oh my gosh. I thought it was going to be over and out just like that, but no. Griffith holds strong, getting some demos through, but they aren't able to carry it this time. They must hold back a while longer. Playing with our heartstrings, Tony.
Yeah, playing with our heartstrings. It was so close. No cigar here. AEST once again on the pressure. On that gas. Trank not letting up either. Forcing Swinburne. Clear this one. Play defensively. Crosses over to the midfield, but no one's there. Starting to feel like the attack's falling a little bit out of favor here for Griffith.
Be on to something here, Tony. Feels like the momentum really favoring either side at the moment. Will change in just a second. Multi-shoe trying to pull through. Not going to be able to do it. AEST, great clearance. Past a few enemies there. Ooh, the tap! We love to see it. Ibby locks it down, hits it once, and goes for the double tap in the end there. What a way to close out the second game, Tony.
What a way to close it. In OT, Swinburne are able to pick it up. And you can see how many touches on the ball for everybody here. 61 from Exile. Was all over it this game, but unfortunately, shots, the attempted goals just not came through here for Griffith. And well, Swinburne able to pick it up, and they tie up the series here, Matt.
That they do. One game apiece now, and we go onward to game number 3. Both teams certainly showing what they're capable of, and a much closer affair into that second one. Curious to see which identity both of these teams are going to bring out into game 3 as well now, because they're warmed up, they're primed, and ready for action. And speaking of the action, we are going to be getting straight back into it. It's kickoff time. Here we go. Who's going to be able to take control early? It remains stagnant in midfield. Multi-Shoe, though, plays off the wall. Has a bit of boost. Trying to carry it over. Oh, the defense does stay strong.
The defense stays strong. Exile now trying to run away and looking to attempt to center ball here for AEST. Griffith the back now in their scoring ways. Beautiful assist there. Exile just kind of really running it all the way, and then AEST just with the touch up there to finish it. Only 20 seconds in and already a goal here for Griffith.
Yeah, already a goal to come through there. And getting close to a second as well, but Swinburne managed to get a bit of pacing downfield here. Good defense from Griffith, though. Sends the ball all the way back to whence it came, and we'll see. That's going to be the case once again in a second. AEST plays off it, bounce up the wall there. Good for an attempted center. Ibby, though, sends it straight. Just to push it over a little more. Exile clears it out. Demoed, but they still allow control here. AEST trying to play Ibby here. Gets it done. Well done. And they will be able to find two.
That's a second on the board. This time AEST fully sent that one in himself. And for Swinburne, it's a good start once again here for game number 3.
Yeah, good start, and it can get even better. Feel like they've tapped into their TwoTapTony energy, you know, really just bringing up the vibes as much as possible, Tony.
It's a great goal. Back from Ibby. Goes up high for that one, just off the touch. Goes towards the middle. Great display of aerial from Swinburne. That's what they need right now. Some of those early goals back in their favor. Great demo there from Jong, and now all of a sudden Swinburne feel like the pacemakers here in this one.
They're settling pace, looking to clear some space, and we'll see. They are going to be able to win the race here. Frank. Good tap over the top there. Exile bounces it forward. John good on defense. Oh, and they double down. I thought maybe it could have been, but not today. Moldy's shoe presses it down, gives themselves a moment of relief, a moment of reprieve. Ibby, one in the same, trying to set it up. Not going to be able to do it though. The ball goes all the way back into their goals. We'll be able to stall it out before it gets any closer, deeper into dangerous waters.
Dangerous waters. Ibby continues to keep it up high. Jolt sends that one from downtown. Demo onto Exile. Doesn't matter, the ball's cleared. Griffith can breathe a sigh of relief for the moment. Once again, as soon as we think we're out of hot water, Swinburne put him right back in it.
Rule 1 happening in the corner there, so it's now down to a 2v2. This is going to be interesting, Tone. See how long they hold on to that one. AEST. Press up now, Exile. Picking it out as well. Looks like Rule 1's been broken though. Frank now. Pressing up. Trying to hold on a little longer. There's the opening. And they will capitalize accordingly. So, solid stuff coming through from Griffith there. Patience pays dividends.
Patience paying off. Another goal there from AEST, and I have to say leading the pack here for the side of Griffith in terms of goals scored. A little bit of discrepancy there on the kickoff. Ball kind of just left in the center as everybody flies by it. A minute 45 on the clock for Swinburne, trying to secure just an overtime. I was going to say Griffith, they've got a good defense on them. Very much liking how they're playing it right now.
I'm liking it too, Tony, but I reckon I'm going to like it even more in a second. Pressure begins to elevate even further now. Exile. Pressing it down, getting so close there. Trank playing responsibly, holding back here. Does keep full upfield though. Exile trying to yield some results. Good clear from Ibby. And now try and see if they can find even more. Trank ready for the pass. AEST popping it over. Good carry through there. It's in the corner though. They have to reset here. Trank trying to press it up. It's a slow and steady approach. They do have another player ready for it. AEST now continues the barrage of shots on goal.
Continuing. And finally we'll get one through. That's Exile to secure a 4th goal here for Griffith. This time assisted by AEST, but what a fadeaway tap that was. Just on the edge of his car. Just into the goal, Matt. Beautiful stuff there. Griffith now leading the play extremely well with 30-something seconds.
Yeah, leading the charge, feeling very reminiscent to our first game's vibes, Tony, and you're going to see if we can find some kind of a comeback from Swinburne heading towards the end here. The seconds trickle down, though the outcome almost certainly set in stone. And we'll see what the response is going to be heading towards game 4.
Yeah, it's going to be a worrisome one. Griffith lock it up for this game. Checking it out once again. Exile with all the touches. I was going to say very much willing to get on that ball and take a shot here as well. 4 shots. Only 1 on there with the assisting of AEST as well. But, well, Griffith coming to play tonight, Matt, and very much liking how we're seeing them after, I was doubting a little bit, looking at the leaderboard. I'm like, all right, no wins here for Griffith. Might be today is their day.
Yeah, today they could be ready, and ready as can be. We'll see what they are going to be able to do, though, Tony, as it is going to be series point for Griffith at the moment. 1 more game is all they need, and Swinburne need to try and lock in, try and redeem themselves heading into game number 4. Are they going to be able to make it theirs, though? That's going to be the true test as we do get prepared for the next one ahead of us. I'm sure our players are pumped up as ever, and just because one team can dominate in one game doesn't mean they're going to be able to stay consistent the whole way through. There's always opportunity to bite back. Just like it is right here, right now, into the kickoff. We jump in again. Exile ready. Picks up the big boost there, but Moldy Shoe pushes ahead. Trank, good clearing to the corner there. Does manage to find a demo, Exile. Still holding on for dear life. Patience paying off. AEST ready in defense, but doesn't need to attack just yet.
It doesn't need to approach. Attack. You can see. Good clearance to the ball this time here for Swinburne. And Griffith into a little bit of a tailspin, right? They were very up and in the mix. Now they're going to have to back off a little bit. Maybe a slow float there, an attempted shot from AEST. There's
going to be more where that came from, Tony. Bumped off the crossbar though. Ibby trying to go for a shot as well. Will be deflected back towards their own goals. AEST trying to prepare off the wall here. He's going to be stalled out by Jong. Trank couldn't stop it though, but Ibby does press it up against the wall again, setting up for their teammates there. Not going to happen. Good clearance. They look to re-engage once again.
Re-engage. Exile. Oh my word. Very up in the air for that one. Touches just the top of the crossbar. Unfortunately doesn't land in. Aggressive play nevertheless. You can see Griffith just go for a ton of these aggressive plays, Matt. So Swinburne feeling like they're on the back foot already, and we've only just started this game.
Yeah, they're definitely having a difficult time, aren't they, Tony? But still all tied up. No one scored yet, so both teams doing pretty well to keep the ball away from their goals in that aspect. But it might not last too long, depending on how this pacing goes. We'll see. Exile approaching from the back now. He stopped them. Bouncing off the crossbar, dunks it in. Ibby finds the opener.
Yeah, huge goal there. Kind of what Griffith were going for just previously. Swinburne. Maybe showing them how it's done.
Yeah, showing them how it's done and having a lot of fun. Exactly what you want to see. And see, they are going to be able to press up now. Frank holding back. Has managed to maintain pacing effectively. Exile waiting as well. Passes one. He's ready in the back. All sent straight back to Jonk now. Forced to reconsider their options here. AEST good on the demo. Ibby's out. Multi-shoe's still there though. He's going to be able to bounce it back. Bouncing back. Ball so close, but does get fended off. A Jonk good for that one. They race back to the defense, but there's a lot of demos coming through right now. Really just trying to toy with them, aren't they?
Yeah, really trying to stop them. Mounted anything right now. The AEST 0 boost. They're just trying to do something, anything right now. You can feel like the wind has been taken out of Griffith's sails. No boost. Not a lot of hope going into minute 30 left on this clock.
They will be higher stakes at this stage of the game. Exile holding on to it now. AEST ready, but they don't need to be. Exile does it all alone. Evens up the score now. 1-for-1 off the wall. They make it rise and make it fall. Ibby getting bypassed there. Just bounce it over the top and flop it straight in. So 1-for-1. And we're on to the kickoff again. A close-fought endeavor. And who will be able to pull ahead for the lead with just over a minute to go now? The pressure is on.
The pressure's mounting. Griffith. Control of the ball still remains to be theirs. Touch there towards the center. The follow-up is good, but it hits the post. AEST with an attempted one there. Will be passing it across the middle of the field. AEST just always ready to kind of send these balls up that field into the goal. Exile, great juggle there and a double tap to go on in. Exile to secure 2 and potentially lock the game up here if Swinburne can't answer.
Oh my gosh, can you believe it, Tony? Definitely cutting it down to the wire now. 33 seconds to go here for Swinburne. We'll see if they can manage to tie it up, because otherwise we could see Griffith taking away victory here, and I would not be able to believe my very eyes. We'll see what they can do now though. Exile holding back. AEST good on the defense, holding it in midfield. Offside to Trank there. Good stoppage on the pacing. This is working out for Griffith. Swinburne needs to deliver something in quick, otherwise it could be down. All goes through, and they've locked it out. And that would have been another goal too with another second, but alas, that is it, Tony. They get the job done.
Griffith coming out on top. They finally put a win to their board. Matt, what a hard-fought game it was for them, though. I was going to say Exile very much well and truly performed to supersede expectations. Very much a high-touch game in every single game out of him, whether they won or lost. Exile was all over that ball. And as well, the goals to boot. AEST with the assist this time around. And overall, Griffith coming out victors.
That's right. Coming out the victors. And they will be able to find their spark, find their confidence. What a way to get it done there. Definitely go give themselves a big pat on the back, you know. It all worked out in the end. They are going to be oh so happy with that, Tony. Definitely love to see it. Big energy. I'm certain that we are going to see a bit of that very soon. But my word, what a night of games it's been, Tony. Just incredible stuff. Rocket League definitely throwing it back for you, eh?
Yeah, it's been a while since I did some Rocket League, so it's always good to come back and touch on a game that I fell out of favor a little bit, Matt. It's been a while, but it's always good to come back to an old favorite of mine.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more, Tony. Definitely great to come back, feel a bit nostalgic, and feel pretty solid about amazing games all the way through, I'm sure. Certainly going to be having more amazing games into our future as well, Tony. I am just certain. I can feel it. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. But speaking of great, it's been great to have you on board tonight, Tony. As always, definitely a pleasure to get you involved. You know, obviously, the man behind the camera now gets in front of the camera once again. So it's always good to get the good vibes from Tony, as always. But good vibes from the teams as well. Was really impressed with how everyone was able to just give it their best tonight. Like I felt like tonight was going to be a good one, and the teams definitely paid a testament to that. But you know what? You know what else is great? I reckon the greatest thing is going to happen right now. We've got an interview with AEST.
Hey.
Hey, welcome in, mate. And I got to say, how are you feeling? You've managed to get a victory on the board. I'm so happy for you. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, it's good for the first win. We've been struggling a little bit this season with rosters and availabilities, and we've had to find some subs, and it's been all over the place. And we're especially missing Ultraviolet move from Griffith to QUT, so just a little bit of roster shambles at the moment. So we're just struggling to keep up with that.
I was gonna say I don't know what you guys did during the off time, but yeah, it seems to be paying off. What was the I guess how would you say the prep was going into a game like this? Sorry.
We didn't have too much prep. I mean, I don't think it's possible for us to make top 4 at this point. So we just came into a positive mindset, have some fun, just played a little bit before our game today, try to get that chemistry up a little bit, and just had a little bit of fun with it, and we ended up winning.
Yeah, and I think that's the most important thing, isn't it? Just making sure that you have a lot of fun, and I guess looking towards, like, obviously the later stages of the season, and maybe even there beyond. Like, what's the goal for you guys? Do you think you're going to try and, I guess, solidify that roster heading towards the end, and or potentially the seasons there beyond?
Yeah, so I'm in my last year, so I got this season and next season, and then I'm done with AEL. So I think the roster that we played with today is our strongest. It only took us like 5 weeks to figure that out. So I think if we just play a little bit more together and consistently, we should have a good chance for the end of the season. Try and work our way through the open series, I think, at the end, and then hopefully have a strong start for next season as well.
Yeah, definitely eager to see it. And, we saw some great glimmers of hope from you guys tonight. And I hope that that's going to inspire you to keep at it and keep doing your best, because, I can see great things in your future.
Yeah, we've got potential.
That's it. But speaking of the future, big congrats on your win tonight. Keen to see if you can get some more on the board heading into the future of this season and there beyond. It's been a pleasure to have you on board, and can't wait to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
There you go, Tony. Another great interview as always. Great to get some insights from our players. And, I've been hyping up Griffith over the last few weeks, the little underdog story. And it's nice to see it reach its conclusion there. They get the win. Yes, they've made it happen. So Great stuff from them. Speaking of great stuff, let's take a look at all the great stuff that happened tonight. We have our results here, Tony.
Yeah, our results after tonight. It was very close to start off the evening. I was gonna say some game 5 bangers to kick it off, and then of course all came to an end here with some a little bit more one-sided games. Of course, 3-1 there to UTS and 3-1 there for Griffith at the end. But yeah, those first 2 games were definitely high caliber, high octane action from everybody involved. I was gonna say UON, RMIT, and Macquarie and UNSW definitely delivered on all fronts to start off the afternoon and the evening. And well, hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that going to the future weeks, because these teams, it's hard to break between them at the top end.
Yeah, it really is hard to differentiate between them at the top end, isn't it, Tony? Considering how close and competitive they are, they're able to really just deliver a lot of greatness. And I think that we're going to see more of that heading into the future weeks as well. You know, I think tonight was a great showcase of what some of these teams can do, as always. And we can see exactly the results of what these teams can do in our standings. As we take a look at how all these teams have matched up, we got Macquarie on top there. They managed to take away the victory. Now up, first place, 5 wins there. Second place, UNSW, right close behind. All tied up in 3rd and 4th place. It's UON and RMIT just neck and neck on that one, trying their best to keep themselves in that top 4. But who's right behind them? It's UTS, as they are going to be definitely looking to gun for some extra victories as well, try and see if they can get their way into that top 4. But on the bottom side of things, we see a almost entire shift. It is Griffith now, shaping their way up to the top of 6th place there, tied up, however, with QUT and Swinburne. So, definitely a very transformative bottom of the ladder there, and eager to see how it all continues to shape up heading into our future weeks. I reckon we've got some great games on the horizon, great changes to come from all these teams, but definitely excited for what's to come, as always, Tony. But how are you feeling about the leaderboard?
I'm feeling great. I was going to say Griffith kind of shaking things up towards the bottom there, gives incentive for QUT and Swinburne to try a little bit harder going into these future weeks, because Griffith taking that win, you know, now a 3-way tie towards the bottom of the scoreboard. But yeah, very top heavy. I was going to say Macquarie and UNSW very solidified as your top 2. And, you know, RMIT and UTS kind of battling for that 3rd to 5th mark. And I feel like that could shake up with just 1 game's difference as well. So it's going to be interesting going into the future weeks for sure.
Yeah, that's right. And definitely eager for what's to come there. But, Tony, you know what else is coming through? It's time to bless you all with some words about our sponsors. So, big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Who else might you be thinking about? It's Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Big shout out to our sponsors. As always, you know them. We love them. But you know what else we love? AU Esports League. Hey, that's us. Check us out on our socials, everybody. YouTube, Facebook, X, you name it. We are there. Make sure you check us out. Definitely going to be a lot of great stuff there. You can find out when the games are happening and all that good stuff. But speaking of games happening, we are going to be back same time, same place next week with more Rocket League. But what else is on the horizon? Tomorrow, it's CS2. Same time. Make sure you check that one out on AU Esports League. It's going to be great. Definitely eager to see it, Tony. But do you have any final words, my man, Tony?
It was a good show. I was going to say props to all the teams that played tonight, and looking forward for the future.
That's it. Looking forward for the future. Looking forward to all that good stuff. And we'll get that all prepped up over the week. But until next time, everybody, thanks for having us. We'll see you in the next one.